Hello people. Hey, welcome to the stream everyone. We are back after like 4 days since our Sunday stream. With Trials in the Sky, the third again. I think just nice we are at chapter 3. So yeah, I think there's nothing much for me to talk about as of not yet, I think. Yeah, I don't even remember what was the plot we left off at. Other than we went to raid the castle and everything, but yeah, so here we go. I guess we should just go ahead and do our playthrough, continue whatever we can continue. But okay, so the thing is, right now I'm thinking of is whether I want to do all these moon doors or whatever first. Dancer, silver lock, gold, skill, orbital engineering. I think I've already done this, so let me check my mic as well. My mic should be fine. Yeah, the last stream I accidentally left my mic not muted for like a good 2 hours or so. Oh my god, my whole board was like setch. It's not like, hey, hello Q, and welcome. How are you? Yeah. It was just cause Sunday I muted my stream cause my father came in, then I forget to unmute it. So like I think around the 40 to 1 hour mark onwards, all the way to the 3 hour mark, it was 3 hour odd mark, it was like all muted. Then I was like, Sians. Then you see like all the clips I did for my crap game, right? It's all of them are like muted also, like don't have my voice in it. Unfortunate, man. Yes, hello, okay. Wow, tomorrow are you going to stream the Star Rail live event? Not live event, the whatever 1.3 update thingy they will be doing. You don't know? Yeah, I also thinking whether I want to stream or not, but damn, it's like at 7 PM. It's such an awkward timing. 7:30 or 7. Yeah, it's such an awkward timing. Watch party? Yeah, you mean like what? Watch party at Discord? Well, watch party ourselves, is it? I can probably leave home early. Wait, why do you want to leave home early? Yo. Hello, Neshi. Hi, how are you? Tomorrow got HSR stream. Yeah, tomorrow they're going to do the stream for 1.3 update. For the next patch. Yeah, then we'll get 300 gems as well and everything. Oh, I mean leave. Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, if you can leave early, then might as well, right? Yeah. Do you pull for anything this patch, or are you like saving for someone else? Okay, I guess we won't be doing. I don't think we have that much character at the moment anyway, so let's just leave all those side stories for another stream and we just continue on with the main plot. She's in a sealed room. I got her Kafka. Hey, I also got Kafka. Wait, are you talking about Kafka though? Yeah, I also put for her. And now it's I put her as the thing. Hello, Yuka Mama. Welcome. How are you? Yes, got Luca too. Nice. And you can slowly build for them. I put like for 80 pulls, I only end up getting 1 Luca as well. So like sad. Where are we supposed to go here? Oh. Just woke up not long, having my meal now. Oh. Wow, your body clock is really upside down at the moment, But yeah, all the have a good meal. Oh my god, sad. Yeah, I got a lot of sample in this state. Yeah, no problem, man. I mean, as long as you wake up, get work done, doesn't affect your stuff, it doesn't matter. Well, this should take us to the third plane. Funny how this warp ended up being in the exact spot that device to seal the Aureole was in the real world. Device? Are you referring to the first barrier mentioned in the report? Yeah, the one designed to temporarily freeze it in another dimensional space. Although, unfortunately for the guys who pulled it off, it looks like even that wasn't enough to stop the Gospels being able to influence it. I see. We still don't know what happened to the Aureole either. There seem to be many who think that the liberal arc collapsing means the Aureole itself is no more, which is possible, I suppose. All we really know is that judging by how shaken Wiseman was, something unexpected happened. Beyond that, nothing. I fear Professor Wiseman may be the only one who knows the truth about what exactly happened. Although, I don't have the faintest idea where he could have been now or what he's doing there. Oh my god, Joshua, I just realized. What do you realize? What? But the report said quite clearly, no one in the church is sure what happened to him either. It's still being looked into. Still, I think it's fairly safe to say that Wiseman isn't involved in what's happening right here. If he were, I'm sure he'd probably be openly reveling every second of this. You all know what kind of guy he is. That's true. He doesn't really have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose. We've got way too many unanswered questions at this point. All we can do is keep looking for answers. The less we know, the more we have to be on guard though. So we best be careful. Right, Reese? I suppose so. The last time I was here, it was still the girl. Nashi, it's been a while since you have visited, I think. We are at the third game already, Nashi. I finished the second game like 3 weeks ago. Yes, very long. Yeah, were you like busy? Where are we now? Something similar to the Jade Corridor by the look of it. Kevin, over there. Ooh, Golden and Silver Road. Mostly lazy. Lazy to open up Twitch. I mean, that's true lah. Like if you don't have anything to do with Twitch, like there's no reason to actually open it. But also because my mom went overseas and I had friends over, and all they want to do is watch movie. Oh, wait, as in like your mom went overseas and your friends came over to stay over during the whole duration she went overseas. Oh, that's power, if that's the case. But yeah. I mean, previously for me as well, I don't even use Twitch at all until I started streaming. Like I don't even visit Twitch at all until like I started streaming. So yeah, most of the time I will be at YouTube instead. Yes, she went for 1 week. They stayed for 5 nights. Wow. Yeah, your friend like hardcore. Your house. I mean, like your room is big enough to like keep so many guests, man. Like, won't you be guys like squeezing together? Very. Wow, every day I watch 4 or 5 movies. I'm damn tired. I can see that. I mean, it's just like watch movies, then I guess at the side use your phone or something, maybe, or do something else. Just 3 people. Wait, oh, you mean 3 of you guys? But even then, like, you got that much space in your room to squeeze 3 people. 2 of them in my mom's room. Oh, I see. Wow, your mom allows that? Oh, Golden and Silvergate. Well, this is for boarding. Again? I thought usually you be like they sleep in the guest room or something, not in like your parents' bedroom instead. Yeah, my room too small. Yeah, she okay. She even go buy new pillow for them. Yeah, wow. I thought people weren't like they'll be like. That's nice. That's nice. Shook. I mean, I guess next time they will stay over. You have things ready for them at least. Oh, the ghost we saw in Grand Cell. Visitors from afar. Bearers of the Grail emblem. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can. Before you stands the entrance to the twin corridors. Proceed through them both in sync, or never shall you reach the dark depths beyond. Oh, I have no idea what's going on, but sure. I entrust their operation to the monument before you. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. But beware. Once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed. I see. Oh. Well, that's one question answered. That voice we have been hearing all this time was hers. Although now the next question is, who is she anyway? Whoever she is, she gave us some valuable advice on how to proceed. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move forward. And I say, we take her up on the advice. Moving in sync means we are gonna have to split up though. Or more like Reese and I have to each take a door at the same time while you guys tag along with whoever. That's how I took it too. If we don't do it the way she said, I doubt we'll be able to advance. Heh, they sure are making it easy for us, huh? Although the group is just 2 people. I think she confirmed was excited because it's the first time I had a group of friends over. Really? You have never brought friends to your house before? Like even like on New Year's or Christmas or any sort of events? The sleepover was 2 lah, but got 4 come over on one night. I see. Yeah, now that I think about it, you did mention there's like 4 people, then after you say like, only 2 people sleep over. Oh, so the other 2 just went home lah, or decided not to stay over at all. What you all do sia, 5 days? Every day really just watch movie meh? Not sian ah? I was sian sia, I think. That means we are going to need to split up us 2 so that you guys don't go in alone. It's still not the most ideal situation when there are only 4 of us and things are so dangerous, but it's what we have to do. Why not ask the rest back in the garden to help us? That way, we could form 2 groups of 4, and that should hopefully be good enough for any challenges up ahead. But that voice said that Kevin and I needed to be the ones who stepped through the gates. Sure, but that's all she specified, that you and me needed to go through different ones. She didn't say anything about what these guys have to do, plus there's no telling what's waiting for us on the other side. We could use their help. Alright then, thank you. Not a problem. Yeah, I only got that group of 4 friends and 1 other best friend. Oh, that best friend, are you the one talking about where you're supposed to go to Japan with her? Yeah, we got go out because National Day and public holiday. Then Friday I was on leave. Ooh, long weekend. Oh, but National Day, damn. You went out on National Day. Wouldn't that be so crowded? Like, oh my god, I have nightmare of going out on National Day every time. Like I went out once during National Day, and that's the last time I ever went out during that period. It was like nightmare. Then watch a ton of movies, play mahjong. Yeah, that's like the ideal situation. Although it's like just one person over there sitting at the corner watching you guys play. Yes, that one. I see, I see. Oh, I was so disappointed in her recently. Oh, is that why the quote-unquote best friend? Like, legit angst, that's why I say best friend. I see, I see. What happened? Like... Hopefully it's nothing too serious. So what should we do? Should we call everyone here right away? Even if we did, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted some time to prep before heading up. Especially since I've got a hunch that once we go in those gates, there's no going back up. So instead of calling them here, let's go back to them, then we'll all come here once we feel up to the challenge. Alright. Third plane. The dungeon on this plane requires you to form 2 parties with Kevin and Reese as their leaders in order to advance. Each of the characters you have at this point will need to be placed in one of these parties. Furthermore, after beginning the dungeon, you won't be able to return to the garden until it is complete. To begin exploring, inspect the monument at the start of the third plane and choose Explore Third Plane. I see. It's quite long stories, yeah? I mean, like, if you don't mind, I don't mind. Like, you know how I say before that she replies damn late? Yeah. Okay, should we... did they say they wanted us to go back first? Let's go back first then. Okay, nah. It's clear for blah blah. Enough information. I think oh, I guess we just have to be at the third plane and kind of yeah. Okay, let's do that then. Split area. Like 2 months ago, she didn't reply me even though we made plans to go out on Sat. Okay, she only replied on Sunday. Oh damn, then cannot go already like that. But did she like apologize about it or anything? Okay. You will repeat again? Okay, for the ball. We will return, yes, I don't mind, sure. Alright, let's prepare the party for Kevin. Kevin has heal. So I think we can go with 1 DPS. 1. Then I was like, okay lah, I let it slide. Then for this sleepover thing too, I thought of her first. Okay, like to invite her only for the next 5 days or so. She say 2 times that she will get back to me, but she didn't till 2 days ago. Wait, but then over already by then? What's the point of replying when the stuff are over already? I mean like replying about the topic when the stuff are over already, other than like apologizing for not replying. I don't know how the rest works though. I guess we will take 2 melee, 1 range. Oh, her is...
Together now.
Yeah, I guess we can take her along. Then... Pita?
Oh, okay.
For her...
Do it. Take it.
A bit iffy, but I guess this works. It's like the trails 1 and 2 party, then this like the leftovers. 15 August she replied, but the sleepover was 8 August onwards. Yeah, it's like over already by then, and I scared because I thought something happened to her. Okay, but did she reply anything about like how did she even reply first though? Like, did she like apologize or I don't know. But it makes sense lah, like no reply and anything after like trying to make plans and all. Obviously kind of worried. Okay, I think this is okay. Oh, it's reacting to us. One golden gate. This is like the golden and silver egg story thing, right? In a sense, except there's no, we didn't drop any eggs. Well, now that all that's left is head through the doors and see what awaits us. You ready to go, Reese? I am. Kevin? What's up? Oh, I get it. Gonna feel all lonely without me to cuddle up against? Not a chance. It's nothing. Let's just get this over with. Yes, ma'am. Alright, time to make our way through this plane. See you guys on the other side. Till then, take care. There's every chance we might find ourselves face to face with another devil too. So stay on guard and proceed cautiously. Right. Everyone replied. Ooh, okay, that's cool. And like she wasn't active on Insta also. I messaged her like 2 more times I think on Friday and on Tuesday. On Tuesday she blue ticked me. Bruh. She promised previously to be less MIA and more active. This was after she missed the Saturday plans we made. Oh my god. I guess I guess in a sense you know where you are in her in her eyes. Like, I don't know how to say this, man. So I literally forwarded the same message and I was like, bro, what happened to this that you said? Okay, so did she reply that at all? Or she haven't replied yet? I saw 15 like, yeah, it's like 2 days. It's like 2 days ago only. So I mean, considering the rate she replied, she might not have replied this message yet. Then she replied me finally, an hour later, and a reply. Wow, I literally wanna smack her. I guess. Oh my. I guess it's not a good reply then. Do which route first? I guess let's go with Kevin first. Wait. Oh, Kevin did the gold route. I thought it's the silver. Did she say like busy or something? That's why. Here we go again. Hey. Ooh. This cute little stuff with hammer. Hammer dwarf. She'll apologize and say her week has been rough and so she a bit out of it. This one I get it, you know, if you need like a break. But it's what she said next. Okay. Oh my god, I shrunk. She say she don't dare to reply me because she saw my Insta stories with other girls who stayed over. What does that even mean? Like I don't get it. And we were having a lot of fun. And she felt bad that she couldn't come. Bro, you didn't even tell me you're busy.
That's that then. Let's move
I mean, what? Yeah, that's true. But yeah, why she feel bad that she couldn't come? I mean, that's why she didn't reply. Bruh. I mean, either way, should at least reply that can make it or not. Seriously, man. Yeah. That's such a weird take though. At least just say you're busy so cannot come, right? Yeah. You should at least like inform lah. If you can make it or not. But yeah, overall I feel like it's still a bit of a weird take though. Like, you see people she see you having fun, then she feel bad she can't reply. She feel bad that she can't come. Then that's why she never reply. I don't know, man. I don't know what's the I don't know the logic of how that turn come about, man. Ooh, that takes care of them. Just what were they? They weren't ordinary monsters anyway. They reminded me of the prank-loving gremlins that appear in folklore. Perhaps that's what they actually were. It's possible. First skeletons, then armored knights, then ghosts. Now gremlins? This place sure is all about that folklore. Come on, this kind of thing, why she make until like that? We're friends since Sec 1, you know? Friends so long and still do this kind of thing. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, is she trying to make you feel bad about it or something? I can't really wrap around the logic of why she would actually come to that conclusion, you know? The fact she feel guilty she can't come but don't feel guilty about not informing me of blue tick. Siao ah. I guess she's like comforting herself that she can't come, then I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of weird logic, I guess. And not the pleasant kind of that. Yeah, sounds like that last sentence kind of sums up whatever's happening as well. Why like that? Oh, looks like fairy. Oh. Oh, but to be honest, if like that, that's like very hard to ask her out in the future, yeah. This is the first time she is this bad. Like, she wasn't like this all along. Is it cause like, I don't know, something changed or happened to her? I don't know. There's so about. She recently got a boyfriend also. I don't know if this is linked. Oh, maybe. Like, I don't know. Maybe recently got a boyfriend, still in honeymoon period, everything. So more focus on the boyfriend side. I don't know. Maybe.
Nicely done.
When we make plans, she usually remember, and if cannot, she will still message me. This time one. Wow, 欠扁. Ghost you. I guess thank God you at least have like alternate plans for this. If not, that would suck. Like you, like that whole free time you have, you'll be spending your time alone at home. I don't know doing what. But yeah, it really makes me wonder though, like when you have friends that like takes a very long time to reply you. She still say I have bestie. Oh, lies. I don't know, man. Is it maybe it's not so much anymore? Maybe she found new besties. I don't know, it happens I guess sometimes. Yeah, when she never replied for quite long, I already just asked her the group now. Yeah. Like, yeah, I really wonder how are we supposed to make plans when your friends are like that? Cause I had a few friends that we message on this frequency as well. So every time when they're like, oh, we should meet up sometime soon, or they suddenly message me like, hey, you free to meet up this weekend? And I was like, my brain is like, how will we be able to meet when when the replies we get is like almost like 2-3 weeks in like there's a like 2-3 weeks of emptiness between, like they won't reply until like 2-3 weeks later kind. Yeah, when she never replied for quite long, I just asked her like, yeah. Then I kind of saw the signs though, I guess, because although it was always fun when we went out, I noticed she does reply people. Yeah, sad. Like, not the priority anymore. But for me, her replies always majority damn slow. Yeah, I do feel that also. Like, sometimes when you see, then when they go out, then they will like be on their phone replying people. Then it makes you wonder, why they can reply others so fast. But it doesn't seem that way for me though. We say meet up 2-3 months then the next time we meet it was like one of their wedding.
Well, that takes care of that.
Bruh, cute. Yeah, but yeah, I don't get it. Like, I don't get how we are supposed to plan when our the rate we reply each other is like 2-3 weeks of wait every time. So like, how am I supposed to reply you like, oh, you want to meet this weekend? I reply you the next day. Then after you reply me like a few weeks later, then how am I supposed to meet you? I can't. You want me to go back in time? I cannot. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I guess that's just how friendship works sometimes. I mean, we just drift apart. As time goes by, unfortunately. These kind of people everywhere, I guess. Yes. Not best friends anymore, but maybe still like friends, good friends maybe. Yeah. Just let's meet up. It's been more than 5 years. I agree to it. Go meet up. MLM insurance. Try. I know. yeah, I had that happen to me before. And also, hi, White Wolfie. Welcome. yeah. It sucks. It sucks when that actually happens. So yeah, I think she take me for granted more and more just because I have the best friend label. Yeah, I think that's what that happens. Like, I guess it's because like you tolerate her more when she, even though she does something like this. That's why, you know, the more you tolerate, the more. What do they even say in Chinese? Something 一寸什么 something. Oh my god, my 词语 all gone. Bring him Zin. Okay. Something like take 1 inch, give 1 inch and they take a mile or something. Yeah. Give an inch, they take a mile. Yeah. yeah, my my 词语 like all gone. But yeah, that's the quote. My Chinese sucks. Yes, my Chinese sucks too, to be honest. I got like C6. Actually, my language all sucks. That's why I struggle so much to form sentences sometimes.
That's move out.
Yes. At least you still got the 4 friends that hangs out with you. And worst come to worst, you still got us online friends.
That's move out.
Yes. Somehow the Discord is still somehow managed to still be talking about Sino. Like, I think the past 2 days, the replies I see were all about Sino. Scarlet Pendant. Okay, let's see the map. Oh, it's okay. It's very straightforward at least. Oh, Aeon Bow. What? What's this doing here? What's wrong, Kevin? Oh no, I was just impressed at how nice this bow gun is. I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby. Yeah, I hate him. I think because Mia is still playing. Like the whole group, she's the only person who's still playing the game.
I am not done yet.
Damn. His bowl. Oh my god, that's such a that's such a big upgrade. 300 attack, 300 strength. I mean. I might have still been playing. Oh, do you went back again? How come you suddenly decide to go back? If my guild wasn't having dramatic moments every... Oh, you might still be playing. I thought you like you said you went back and to play again. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of surprised that when you talk about it, the guild leader has like drama every GC and stuff. You see log once, I'm surprised that you didn't uninstall it, bro. I thought you would have just uninstalled it and forget about the game. Yeah. Like, she got anger issues. I guess so. I almost joined the guild the other time as well, but I think I ended up didn't join cause they all of a sudden, I don't know, their guild member decided not to quit or something along that line. I can't remember what was it really. As like a few of the other members also, some cringe, too jealous. Too jealous of what? Why would they be jealous? What is there to be jealous of, man? Yo. I mean, although they are whales, but your guild members can be quite weird. Oh yeah, probably she managed to trick the members into staying. Wait a minute. How did it come up to that conclusion? Over there. Do you think that could be the exit? Sure looks that way. Ooh, I hope everything's going well for Reese Group too. Oh. Ah, there goes my hope of just walking. I think we are going to have to fight our way to it though. Like got one of the other minstrels, he jealous of my greed. Then from day one, like always comparing, the account he's using is F2P, what? Bruh, why would he be jealous? And yeah, if you're F2P, then it's a bit hard to compare to someone that at least have cash in some ways. Unless your F2P luck is godly, which is almost impossible. And after they got promoted to sub GM, you become prouder, like order the means around. That guy like sounds like power hungry or something, drunk in power, man. What? Reese? Ooh, did he summon the other members too? Oh no, he didn't summon the other members, it's just... What? Mirrors? Ooh, trippy, man. Lemao, GBF? No, Sino Alice, Q, Sino Alice. Damn it, is she being mind controlled or something? It's the Yoko Taro game. Okay, let's get rid of the mirrors first. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess we shall not get rid of the mirror. Wait. Mirror reflects art. Oh, okay. I can't believe it haven't answered. I think cause they managed to combine the Goober and everyone together. That's why like still have like decent amount of players that are playing the game. I got played for a while, then they were wrecked by whales. Yeah, it's truly a whale game, man. And yeah, lucky you quit. Lucky you quit early while you still can. Oh, it was it was fun lah, I would say, but it's just that I would probably say it wasn't worth staying. If it wasn't for your guildmates or anything. Slowly it's just increasing toxicity. Wait, you talking about the game or you talking about the guild? why suddenly now become attacking the game itself? Only the friends with it. But yeah, the afterward, especially for new players, it's very hard to catch up afterwards because of how much you need to how much equipment you need to gacha for in order to catch up. So it's like it's like you talk halfway, hey, why suddenly come about the no, I need to attack the mirror. Yeah, to be honest, if it's very start in the game stages, it's really very hard. Yeah, I don't know why they make it so newbie unfriendly. If it wasn't for that, the game maybe got a chance to have like slight maintenance in player base rather than a shrinking player base they're having now. Our generation has seen the rise of new species of whale. Gamer loot boxes spend the lotus. Oh my god, that's funny. But yeah. we truly do have a aquatic family here. Whales, dolphins. What do they call the small spenders again? I don't even remember. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? The whole sea, yeah. OS. Oh my god. Eh? It turned into a... I don't know what the hell is that. I don't know eh. Yeah, I don't know what they call it really. I don't remember anymore. Ooh. Sailing stone. Nice. So I guess now we have to play the silver side. Well, looks like that's the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find out that Reese was just a fiend in disguise though. Yeah, I thought she was being mind controlled or something. I've known her for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise that you guys would be. The mirrors with it were so deadly too. I think it's safe to say that the whole battle was a trap set for us by our enemies. Exactly, which is why I'm concerned about how the other groups is doing. We should probably hurry. Yeah, let's get ourselves over to that gate. Alright, let's go. Okay, silver gate now. Silver road. Let's go. Oh, we've got company. Ooh, what the hell is this? Beludo fin. Vargem. Ooh. This is like the Final Fantasy, oh my god, what the hell was that?
That was the sword of Ben.
Wait, the Josette doesn't have out. What were those things? They look like reapers you'd find in a fairy tale. I felt the same way. The devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist, but in a different sense, neither should those fiends. This definitely isn't going to be easy. Ooh. Oh, it's back to all this again. But now I just realized, reaching 7月already. I've seen like my block downstairs, people are like starting to burn incense at the grass patch and all. Oh my god. I'm gonna prep for bed. Okay. Go and brush your teeth and everything then. See? What see? Oh, I think I'm talking about 7月. Start already? Really? Oh, I didn't even realize it started. I think yesterday. I see. I've not been keeping up with all this stuff. Yeah, because my aunt didn't went to burn also, so I didn't realize it was already at that time, that period of time. Yeah.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
1,000 sparrows. Okay, where? Oh my god, this is such a... Okay. I keep smelling the smoke. Yeah, the smoke is so strong. So I asked my mom, then she went to check the calendar. I guess she wasn't. You guys don't have a habit for doing this as well then. Oh my god! This is pain. Wow, the death mechanic they have is like, I swear. Yeah, free thinkers. Yeah, same. For me at least, my whole family is Buddhist though, so they do burn it. Just me. Okay. Go and do your bed preparation stuff. Where is my healing? What? I didn't buy? Kiosk. Oh, here. God. Okay, I can't go recklessly fight those monsters then. Oh. Kira. Okay, let me see whether I can equip it in. Is there any death blows? Never mind. Ooh, Tiger Heart. The scaling for the the stuff is quite insane actually. Like plus 200. Like bruh. I mean sure, but was the scaling that much previously? I don't think so. Oh wait, death blows. Okay, I need to put into her at the very least. Long barrel. Mechanics they have are punishing. Okay, let me put her like slightly here at the very least, I guess. Yeah, whatever works. Okay, open the chest, HP 3, miso fish, Hustle Castella. We are done. I guess, yeah, go back here. Okay, don't have that thing that explodes randomly at the very least. So, that's the upside. I think if I ever see that, I don't think I will want to fight that. Oh, treasure chest. Oh wait. Oh, this is okay actually. Oh wells. Stinger M? Who is Stinger M for? Josette? Seems like it. Einklein. Oh, it's a downgrade. What? Luna enter. Foil. Oh, wait. Oh. I just realized, who and who? Chloe and Julia are using the same weapon type. So, yeah, equipments overlap, I assume. Okay, where do I go here? Go up. Oh, nope. Not going to fight this. Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance and proof of a scholarship. Only then shall the door open. Who? Darling of pure white scholarship? About pure white radiance? Is that Chloe? Maybe it's Chloe. Ah! No, I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna get burst by his random death explosion thing. Let's see. Okay, one last one. Humo no Tachi, which is Mueller's weapon. Wow, that's a 400 increase. Yeah, scaling in this third game is kinda insane. Okay, wait, I need to go back. I saw the treasure chest, I missed it. Skull pendant. Ooh, is it another one of those? Yes. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Eh? Wait. Oh. Poison seal. Death blows. Okay. Since I put it for the melee range units, would be better for that because they are more prone to actually getting that. And I just saw that little monster. Nope, I'm not gonna entertain you. All these are still fine. Like, I don't mind getting hit. Like, I mind getting one hit KO. Dodo. Fairy. Oh, sleep. Meditating monarch. The hell does that even mean, man? Monarch is in deep thought. This is like the Pokemon amnesia skill or something of that kind. Attack 3, nice. Sylvan. What? This seems familiar somehow. Is something wrong? Not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere before, but it must have been my imagination. It certainly seems like a capable one though, so I think I'll use it all the same. Alright. I guess each of them managed to get their own special weapon. That, I don't know. Whole earring plus. Okay, I'm not gonna entertain you. I'm not gonna entertain you too. Ah, okay, you... Still fine, still not too bad. Just kind of get rid of this first. Yep, as much as... What? Oh, here. Okay, let's see, huh? Oh! We are at that area already. Okay, let's see. We've unlocked... Oh, I wanted to see like the how many more teleporters do I have to unlock for this area? But seems like I've unlocked all the necessary teleporters for over here already, so I don't know. I feel like maybe I should just, for the ceiling doors, I should just unlock as much door as possible, unlock as much character as possible. Then I just, maybe before we finish the whole game itself, I spend one whole stream to finish up all the doors. Oh! Could that be the exit perhaps? It certainly seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are already on the other side, right? Looks like they are not gonna let us reach it without a fight. Kevin! What? Father Kevin? Ooh, ooh, why are you summoning more than... Oh my god. Ooh, skull cannons, death cannons, whatever. Kevin? Oh my god, they are so far away. Bruh, can you not? Who am I using? Mueller? Okay. No. Let's see, arts maybe? Black arrow? Okay, just... Oh god, they're all... Oh my god, they're... Oh! Hello, then! Hey, how are you, man? Oh my god, it's Mr. Indlus. Yes, it's Mr. Yes, Mr. Hoten. Hi. Ooh. Oh my god. Oof. Why is this tougher than the previous one? Wow, Mr. Indlus and Mr. Hoten. Hello, Mr. Lewis. Hey, ow. Hey. Ouch. Ooh, okay. They are not that strong, I guess. Ouch. Are you winning, Mr. Indlus? Yes. I am having a boss fight. Boss fight. I'm at there's like golden gate and silver gate. I've finished the golden gate already, and this is the silver gate boss. So once I'm done with this, we are done with this portion of the story. I don't know. I don't know where we will be after this actually. But yeah, once we are done, we are finished with a small arc of this, I guess. You heal. Let's see, Okay, let's just get rid of this lah. Oh. Tia. In tia. Okay, let's see. I need to use Holy Blessing. No. Oh, this works. Ooh, what the hell was that? That's a cool ass skill. Oh wait, they don't have much heals, I should have brought Chloe along for this fight, for this group. Everything looks so funny in 4 times. Yeah, okay, but the thing is, right, if I don't play in 4 times, right, you see how slow this thing is. Yeah, see, it's like I don't know how am I going to last when everything is this slow. Yeah, 1 times looks like slow motion. It's either extremely fast or extremely slow. There's no in between, I swear. Tiara. Let's see. Who needs heal? I need heal. But fortunately, I think this might... I don't know. This might be the last game where I might have to use 2 times or 3 times speed. I'm not sure. The next game is like the next set of arc really. It's like this is Trials in the Sky. The next one is a Crossbell already. So it's a different set of characters and everything. So, and like, it's a bit more newer and more updated. So maybe it will be faster without 2 times? I'm not sure. I've never played that game before. Did you just shoot a crossbow on that thing to heal it? What the? It did! Let's just buff. Come. Kevin. Doppel Kevin. Let's smack this. Ooh. Okay, let's just smack this. It turn into a blob of nothing. And he's dead. Sweet. This carriage moveset is just to run you over. A typical car. Nice. Oh my god, the amount of Sepith for the red one. Hey, another ceiling stone. So we'll unlock another 2 more new characters, which is nice. Ceiling stone. That seems to be the end of our trial at least. Although I certainly wasn't expecting that to be a fiend perfectly disguised as Kevin. Phew, I wasn't. Oh. Whoa there. You okay? You didn't get hurt, did you? I'm fine. I was just so relieved to find out that it wasn't really Kevin. And now that the fight is over, it seems clear to me that the battle was a trap set by our foes. Those bizarre cannon fiends are further evidence. Let's hurry through the door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. Yes, I suppose we should. Heh, she must have been truly worried about Father Graham to react in that way. This is like one whole group of straight-laced people other than Josette. Josette is a bit more clowny. Hey, they made it out. Reese. Nice. Thank goodness. Yep, you are the real deal, alright? Tank ideas. I was worried as hell about you, you know? I could say the same to you. Still, it looks like those really must have been grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires? Is that the name of those fiends we encountered? You got it. It's a type of fiend mentioned in the testaments. Although, maybe fiend isn't the best word. They are said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. People's souls turn into those? That's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fury or depths of Gehenna. There, they are tormented by the ceaseless flames, slowly losing their own sense of self over time. Till finally they are said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it. And that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were. Can make pizza with their soul doughs. Would you eat that though? Imagine like you have the pizza, then you cook everything out, then you have like those pepperonis and sausage and whatever screaming at you while you are trying to cut and eat them. would you even be able to eat them? Yes. The mirrors and cannons that appeared with them are all cursed items that have the same origin. How they did it? I don't know. But it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. That's quite a fitting metaphor. Wow, no. Yeah, I feel like I would have nightmare if I ever even seen one of those, man. Let's not even say eating it. That sounds like... That sounds like... Doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's that guy. You again. Well, look who decided to show their ugly mug. Did that lot of yours send you to come check up on us? That is one of the roles I have been assigned, albeit not the only one. I'm impressed by how quickly you have progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of hermit guidance. The hermit? Who's that? The ghost we keep running into? I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we have arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is. Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Ha! Of course, thanks to my lord taking most of her powers, she can do little other than struggle as your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, if she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. What? What is that supposed to mean? My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you. Kevin? Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what set classes did you and that joke of a boss you got take to get your certification in how to be a big bat? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing that cryptic bullshit too. Bet you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out? I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's fake, don't you think? The big bat, yeah. They took some good lessons there. Well, how about... you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? We have got better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even be bothered to show us his face. I see. You are quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. Does it bring back memories? Gift? Kevin? He's talking about the crossbow, right? You think you can get away? Fear not. We'll encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma foremost guardian. And with that, I bid you farewell. Is this the chapter itself? That'll be fast though. So that's the sorcerer you mentioned. He's the picture of his lord right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him that it doesn't take a genius to work out they are both bluffing. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. His words sound as though they have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken in a number of ways at face value. We could try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to the base and seeing who's in the 2 sealing stones we pick up. If we activate the monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here to continue exploring later too. Thank goodness it's there, right? I wonder who's going to be inside this. They really just skip over his whole cryptic things that they mention. Like, no care given. And we have done with chapter 3, surprisingly. This was literally just a 1 hour run. I guess most of the content for this game is through the sun, moon, and star doors, I assume. Kevin Graham, of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I hereby appoint you a squire of the Septian Church. I humbly accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the goddess above, and both body and blood to her church on earth. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. Woohoo! Yeah! We are moving fast, surprisingly. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess sacraments as a loyal and devoted servant. Well, if it isn't Kevin, I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid, splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you have done for me. I've never dreamed I would have an actual dominion supervising my training. Heh, how sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you are the same boy who walks up before the congregation for the sacrament, shouting, "Make me a knight, please!" I appreciate it if you chuck that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your groveling, I never would have taken an interest in you in the first place. And not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as her pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I had my reasons. Let's leave it at that. Very well. It doesn't matter at this point anyway. Congratulations. You are now a dog of the church, just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits though. You might scare some of them right off. Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor. I'm used to you at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog. But you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin. I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like you... What, exactly? Rufina? I thought you were in the Remiferia on a mission. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing how fast you've grown. Now you are a full-fledged adult like me. Bruh. Wow, thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet though. I've got a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight the two of you two are. What am I reading? Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Reese know about all of this yet? Not yet. I'm planning to write to her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria though. Hopefully, this will cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her, short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we can find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ain. Why? What's with all the lol? You have given up so much of your free time and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical side of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case. Oh right, I've got to get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the general affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. That was completely up to him and him alone. I will never try to dictate his life choices. It's just that I think he'll make a fine knight personally. He checks all the boxes, he got the potential, he's got the determination. All in all, I can see why you are so proud of him. And call it a hunch, but I wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him just like it has in you. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. Yet, one more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. I know we are friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from Squire to Knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man of that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. It's just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. And that is... that poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, that I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day. Oh, is this what the chapter will be about? The dark stigma. Yeah, it is about something. Oh, the two seals, two characters. Kind of odd how they are trapped inside a stone, huh? Wing. This is like gacha, man. Shame. That looks like... Who? Oh, Zin and Olivia. Hmm? Zin? Prince Oliver? Now, this is a surprise. Lol, really? Who gonna be born? Yeah, guessing game, eh. Like, they don't even show like COLED or anything, it's just a light. And boom! There they are. Don't think this is a dream, Alice. Indeed, it is not. I would be overjoyed to share a sweet date with Scara in my dreams. One with a fine drinking companion. Not so much. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still, doesn't Scara count as a drinking companion too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of a company, but it is very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in Libo. Truer words have never been spoken. Bruh, these two But alright, enough playing around. You guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we have gotten ourselves into? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greeting afterward. Honestly, you two really are something special. you'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourself in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. Well, it is Prince Olivet. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it may be hard to believe, but that is the situation we find ourselves in at the present moment. If we are to try to find a way out, we will need you to accept that. Lol, for real, they're just, oh my god, hi guys! Yeah, truly carefree, eh? Oh Mueller, my sweet rose-kissed muse, ever pure and free of thorns, you misunderstand me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Then, why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me, I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, and Josette. Then there's Julia, and even a new face, Reese. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? This guy really. Only you. Joshua? You're pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right? Hard as it is to believe he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you have been making some headway in unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I'll be more than honored to help with that. But first, we have got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. I should have known you would be thinking along the same lines. You are exactly right. Fine by me. What do you want to ask? Do you think you have figured out something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about the ghosts you have encountered in here. Ask away. If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Grancel Castle, yes? Indeed, it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually find her and rescue you. That was the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you, was it, father? Don't think so, anyway. When Reese and I first arrived here, we have heard a strange voice talking to us. We didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time, but I think that was probably her too. As do I. So at first, she existed here only as a voice, but she gradually started showing up with a body too. I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, it backs up what that man in black said last time we saw him. Yeah, he said the Lord of Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit and Master of Hollow Garden too. Plus the inscription on the monument behind us has the Hermit's Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed. It's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way. That's true. Makes sense to me. It also explains why this place is comfy compared to the other weird fiend-infested place like in Phantasma. Feels like we are getting closer to the truth with every new revelation. By the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, possibly since the beginning. But then, she had her power stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she has been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward. If we assume all of that to be true, maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow. They seem to exist for the same purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one more thing in our possession that's connected to her as well. That cube, Kevin. You think so? Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You have done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you have only just arrived. Still, if we assume all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward. Helping to restore her power, I assume. That way we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the land we are in. Got it in one. I get this impression that if we don't, we won't stand a chance against those two. We will find ourselves up against a wall at some point. You may well be right. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. Huh? What else is there to cover? It concerns that lot of phantasma you kept mentioning actually. Put simply, you wouldn't happen to have any idea as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they are awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Reese's deceased sister as well. Then there's the fact they are even able to summon devils from the church text. It all seems to be pointing to you two and you in particular. I can see why you ask, I guess. Unfortunately for you though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Grouse Reader as a whole rather than just me. I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offense, of course. I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something worth boasting about. Anyway, even if we've connected some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information out of them the next time we see them, but until then, we don't have enough to work with. Right, next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. So, that about wrap things up for now. If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We are on plane number 4, and if anything, if the previous planes are anything to go by, it's gonna be tough. Right. Kevin? What's up? Do you have something else you wanted to add? No. It's just, I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to sit the next plane out. What? I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. Reese? Wait a sec. Are you not going to go after her? Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Reese? Wait a sec. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is... Oh, sorry Reese. Probably wasn't fun to have sit through the whole happy reunion deal over. Oh my god, it's so fast! I should have noticed earlier, really. I've been... Bruh, can you don't go so fast? Ooh, go Kevin. Yeah, I feel like at the end the two might be together. Like, yeah, you weren't here that time, but Joshua and Estelle, you know, they are, by the end of the second game, they officially got together. Yeah, so there's like, I think there'll be more couples to come in this series. Oh my god, Slay, yeah. They got together, they even had kiss and everything. And yeah, then they went on adventure together by the end of the arc. But somehow Joshua got dragged back to this game without her for some reason. But I'm sure we will find a sealing stone that eventually unlocks Estelle as well later on. When are you going to stop acting? Huh? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. Poor thing, yeah. But I guess, nah, you'll be okay eventually. I just don't know which chapter will unlock her. We have clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since. Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come up with the other end of stuff we did without growing closer through it all. Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You have been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought that you've grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad. You know I didn't mean it like that, Reese. But at the same time, I was still happy you did. 5 years? Yeah, he was like just now you see the Rufina. Rufina is her biological sister, and they technically adopted Kevin. Then Rufina went to the thing to become the dog of the church thing, yeah. Then Kevin followed suit. Then I guess 5 years passed, and Reese followed suit as well to become the same job they all had, yeah. And I think he just didn't keep in contact with her during those times. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you. How you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew how you were driving yourself into a corner over it, and how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure, but I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Reese, you do know that, except it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. You are pulling the same exact thing you put with me on them. Every single one at arm's length, they can't get close to you. You won't get close to them. On the surface, you are a cheerful person having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you are as cold as can be. With all you are doing is manipulating your own emotions, so people think you are someone you are not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain as day to me. Man, I'm happy you are worried about me, but you have totally got the wrong idea with this one. Sorry. I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. Damn, bro. Getting shot right there, man. Getting dished out all the hard truths. When I'm happy, you'll know about it, and when I'm mad, well, I think you know I'm not so good at hiding that either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was. Oh, I didn't say you weren't easy to read, for me at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord of Phantasma's message. Their words, and the words of the Sword Sweeter, they always make some complicated or English words that I can't pronounce, always comes across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they are talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. No, maybe you have even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes too. Come on now, you can't be seriously devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more? You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what? Maybe you should seek things out for a bit. You are clearly really tired. What? I get that you are angry as you are upset with me, but I think it's starting to make you jump to really out there conclusions. And being tired out on only is going to make things worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe all this is actually true? I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger. I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting either. Still, we are gonna be working together from now on, so... Yeah, bro. I feel like Kevin might be gaslighting her somehow. Like, I don't... This is like one trippy ass conversation. Enough. Huh? Ooh, you're slapped. Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize that, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the cabin I thought I knew so empty. So he just doesn't want to say the truth, I guess. Kevin? You know, for some reason, Kevin looks so bright, lighted up. Actually, Joshua kind of looks lighted up too, but I guess because Kevin is wearing all white that the glow is more obvious. Oh, hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. I wanna know something, Joshua. You have looked into me a fair bit since I've stepped onto the scene, right? I have. I know you are called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you are one of the 12 dominions that lead the Grouse Ritter. And I know you undertake the execution of sinners the church deemed most unforgivable, almost single-handedly. I figured you know your stuff. Wouldn't want any guys whose background you hadn't thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for long, huh? I can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So, I decided that for the time being, at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Wise man was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him. That's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow, now that one, I'm impressed you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance she might get adopted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. All I cared about was finding out what Wise Man and you were up to, and where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. I thought so. And yet, all of that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why is that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I would still be Wise Man's puppet. I would have broken my own hands, what I valued most in the whole world. Broken with my own hands. No wonder the sentence sounds so confusing. That's a debt I'll never be able to repay. Oh, sweet ideals. Now you are just being cute. I know you are smart enough to realize that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him off his guard enough to create the opening I need. Helping you was the perfect way to do that. That was all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not in the slightest. It really is just as well you ended up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you were an enforcer now. Honestly, you're totally right. If Reese is sitting on the sideline for now, let me help you in her place. I might not be as capable as helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you are worried sick about Estelle too. So that's your gold star reason for helping out besides me. So thanks. I'm glad you got my back. Right back at you. Ooh, such a long conversation that I'm like, I keep reading things wrongly. Okay, so I guess we still need a healer. Then a range. I guess Olivia works. Okay. Let's keep this for now. Ooh, sweet. Ooh, Olivia changed his costume. He's not wearing the white suit anymore. He's wearing his Prince Oliver suit. Okay, I need to unequip like some stuff. Why do they do this? Oh, this makes it so much harder. Let's see, a whaler. Makes it easier, but also makes it harder. Skull pendant. Lunar seal prevents blind. Chloe, I guess Chloe. I need her to have this. And Pose earring. Olivia. Blind is good. Oh right, I can get like long barrel. Can he equip that? No, he can't. How about Joseph's long barrel? Can. Okay, that's nice. Okay, now give me a moment. I will head to the toilet for a bit first, and I'll come back in a while. Oh yeah, just listen to the BGM for a while. Oh. Alright. Sweet. I guess we can continue on. Thank you, Neshi. Let's unlock the quartz for Kevin first. Oh wait, Joshua? Oh. Yeah, let's unlock the second quartz. Yeah. Okay, for now it's fine. Can just... Oh, we're done with third plane, so yeah. Regroup area. So I guess we need to go here. And here's the entrance to the next plane. I doubt the pattern will change up now, yeah? So yeah. We won't know what kind of place that's going to be until we step inside though. Heh. Or what utterly bizarre fiends will be waiting for us there. I'm tingling with excitement. We'll have to be sure we are ready before moving on. Alright. Entrance exam results. What? Whose results? A letter to Chloe Rins informing that she passed. Oh! Cute. Oh. Hey. Why is her entrance exam results in a chest. Oh my, we are in the forest now. Where are we now? Nowhere I've ever been before, judging from where I'm standing. Look over there. Oh, this is the bracer training ground. Ha, now that's what I call a fine view. Wow, well, this is a lot prettier than the last plane at least. This must be another real place that's being recreated here in Phantasma, much like the capital was. Most likely, yeah. Just where is it though? Somewhere in Liberal? I doubt it. It's not familiar to me at all. My best guess would be somewhere along the Chrome Mountains, but the air suggests otherwise. Oh. So I guess this is where we will be able to unlock Estelle. Huh. What's the Bracer Guild's emblem doing there? It looks like this... It looks like this really isn't a place that exists in Liberal. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any guild facilities like this anywhere in the country. There seems to settle the matter then. This must be a recreation of a place in another country. Would you look at that? The answer was right under our noses the whole time. It was? Le Locher. This is Le Locher Training Center. I know that name. Wasn't it the training camp Estelle went to a while back? You know, last year with Annalise? That's the one. It's a guild-owned facility located in Le Mans State. I've never been there myself though. I've only heard about it from Estelle. That leaves us with yet another problem to solve. To my knowledge, Le Mans State is quite the distance away from Liberal. Yeah, it is. It is further away than both Erebonia and Calvert. But you know, I may not have a clue how a place in Le Mans ended up being created here or why. But if our enemies did it, they must have had a reason for doing so, right? Heh, I know you catch on. What the hell was that? Oh, that sounded like... We've got company, guys. Ooh, rats. Oh no. I suppose Beastman would be the best term for these things. It is probably what your next destination is the path of beasts referring to. Another mystery to solve. Watch out, there's a lot of them, and this could get ugly. Wow. It looks like the rats are flexing their muscles. And this is 4 times speed. That looks... I feel like 4 times speed looks kind of even more normal than the vibrating whatever they are doing in the normal 1 time speed though. Ew. Yeah, they are not rats, they are werewolves. How does that look like a wolf? That looks like a humanoid rat to me though. Joshua is doing a lot of damage. Yeah, weird. I mean, the one at the bottom are most likely rats, but the standing one, the more humanoid one, looks like wolf. Don't look like wolf, I mean. I once saw a rat downstairs my house. Ah, yeah, did it like scare you or something? They are huge though. Rats are like quite big. Fleeing to fight another day, huh? They are smart little devils. It was like a upper step railing. Okay, wait, upper step railing? What does that mean? So they were like at the stairs or something? I was shocked, yeah. Yeah, like, okay, I guess in Singapore, rats are rarer or not as commonly seen. But I do see them like in the longkang and everything though. It's just that they don't normally roam about in like our blocks or anything. Not really stairs. Or it's just like those fences kind of thing. But it's a higher step. I was walking from bus stop. I see. I think even if they see you, they will just run away. They won't like try and jump and attack you or anything. It's like all the pests we have like cockroach, lizard, whatever. They see you, they just run. They don't actually like run straight head on towards you. I saw it and immediately turned to stare. And they stopped and stared back at me. You guys trying to show who can assert more dominance, is it? Devils do seem a lot more intelligent than your average monster. Enough to make me wonder whether these are another kind of impossible fiend like the rest. I'm with you. I can't pretend to be an expert on monsters of the Leman, but I'm pretty sure they are not this smart. Then I just stopped to let it cross, and it did. Wow! Surreal, yeah, that's like... Oddly enough, they are smart. They know how to pick on social clues. Polite rat. At least it didn't like just chong towards you to try and scare you or something. It looks like this plane is going to pose a real challenge. Oh, here she comes. You have done well to come this far. Maybe it's just Remy getting ingredients. Wow. Which store, man? Which store? Ratatouille. On this plane, there are 3 ordeals to overcome. If you overcome them all, the next path will open. Take this. Go fair price. Yeah, go for all the deals, man. Be forewarned. The Lord of Phantasma's goal is your... Oh, she didn't say finish. Well, she sure didn't stick around long. She's probably got so little power left now, it's difficult for her to show herself to us. So it seems it must be frustrating thing for her to deal with. Still, she left us with a useful gift. Yeah. A map. Sweet. Oh, but nowadays, like, all the supermarkets, their stuff getting more expensive though. Okay, I go sleep now. Okay, have a good rest, Neshi. Tomorrow, last work day, and then you can have your weekend break again. Good night, good night. Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, it looks like the lodge in the top right is where we are now. Then there's this bolster channel placed to the left of it. Maybe that's the ordeal she mentioned, or one of them at least. She mentioned there being 3 of them, but there's only one place could fit that description mark on the map. I wonder where the other 2 could be. Yay! Yay! Thanks for dropping by. Good night, have a good rest. From what I can see, these 2 roads lead to them. The ones that seem to just stop all of a sudden. But this plane most likely has its own rules we need to follow. If we follow those roads now, there's a big chance we'd find nothing at the end of them. Unfortunately. Well, those are the cards we have been dealt with. Let's just try heading over to the bolster channel and see what comes of it. Man, I feel like having less and less energy to actually read the scripts, the dialogues or whatever. Like previously I still can like last until 12 at the very least. Now like I'm not even like halfway. I'm barely halfway through 11 and I'm really like struggling with my throat. Satch. Hopefully it gets better eventually for me. I want to play it long sometimes, but my own constitution is that a correct term to use? Doesn't allow me to do it. Oh well, we'll play what we can, and I think one chapter per stream is already like a big enough step ahead. So that's not too bad as compared to previously when I was like almost one whole stream I spent like just trying to do the side quest. But yeah, I think yeah, let's just for Moonstar and Sundoors, let's just slowly collect all the doors first, since we can just teleport to them after we unlock it anyway. So yeah. No problem. Alright, so let's go. Oh, I guess yes, we go Balstar channel. I forgot that we don't walk to that area. It's been a while since I played this portion of the map really, so I kind of forgot about it. It sure is dark here. Still, I guess you can't expect much in the way of light from a staircase leading to an underground waterway. From what I've heard, this used to be an old ruin until the Bracer Guild repurposed it as a training area. You might not be able to expect much light, but I would prefer it to be a little cooler than this. My ever so fashionable attire is getting covered in sweat. It is pretty damn hot. That weird rumbling sound I can hear has been bugging me for a while too. Actually, I think we are almost at the end, so maybe it will cool down in a second. Maybe reach a magma area instead. Damn. What in the world? This certainly explains the heat. Call me an optimist, but I doubt this is how this place normally is. Let's write this one off as our enemy's work. I think that's a safe assumption to make. Which means we are really going to need to we're really going to need to proceed cautiously. Oh, there's no mini-map here. I hate it. I already hate it. I don't remember how this place is though. You were a rat. You were a rat. Because you are now dead.
Enjoy the show.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Interesting, I guess. Snail. This is a whirl snail? No, it's a flame snail. I see. I thought they were just going to put whirl in front of every single mutant monsters. Move to the left. I see. Okay, let's go there first then. We've got a chest to pick up. I don't even know if it's the right way to go, but I guess it is. Ooh, something boots. Oh, what the hell? Is that a seismic toss? That's cool.
Nicely done.
Okay, 2 range. Yeah, I did bring 2 range after all. Yeah.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, we are. Oh, we managed to reach up. Okay, then I guess I have to go to the other side and unlock that gate there first. Because I think there might be a treasure chest over there, so let's go over there to grab it first. Ah shit, I pressed wrong again. Nah, return to original, return. Okay, right. Oh man, I can't believe how slow this is. Eh, wait. Shit, am I supposed to go here? Where's the right area? Oh, okay. What's the point of it anyway? Wait. Ouch. Ooh.
Alright, what's next?
Hit resistance wood. Okay, that's nice. Wait, I need to check out. Where am I? Oh, what the hell? Sure. Oh, I see. It's such a weird area that you can just walk on the lava. Oh, it's not that you can just walk on the lava. I just, bruh. I see. It's not like I can walk on lava. I took damage while walking on lava, bruh.
Not done yet.
I just didn't realize it. Okay, let's equip Augment first. HP. Let's see, I got a lot here, which is nice. That's very useful, to be honest. And let's actually see. Alright. Oh. Wait, what the hell? He just ran away? Okay, I guess that works too. Okay, return to its original position. Oh, now they go left. It doesn't speed up, oddly enough. Oh wait, it kind of speed up. Just not very noticeable, that's why. Okay, so I guess we just go
Not done yet.
go here. Okay, it's not open here. Right, I guess. Oh. Oh wait. Does it mean I have to push it to the left first to unlock the chest over there? I assume. Ah. Yes. Oh, that's so much work. So much work. Puzzles, man, puzzles. Technically, it's not really a puzzle, but still. Hives or resistance. Oh, wait. I know why now. I know what's the move for now. Okay. So after that, all these I need to. Okay, never mind. I can't remember what I was thinking of previously. So let's just go. Oh right. My augments. I need to have the haze. Enemies become, yes. This is the one. I do have it already equipped on. Push to the left, I guess. Okay, nice. Push back original. Push to the right, then I think the one on top will... Yep. Nice, nice. There, I guess this is the 4th boots, maybe? No, dragon jump shoot, okay. Crit. I guess just losing a bit of defense might be better than anything else. Oh, so many enemies, bruh. Yeah, I need to build Olivia's, what you call it? TP? Yeah. I need to build it to 100 at least so that you can use his outs later on when needed to. Okay. Lower. Nice. No, why is it so slow? Oh my god. Okay, so I need to go down here. Go where? Okay, not too bad. Ooh, what the hell was that? Disgusting. Let's see, oh, I found a door there. Okay, there's something here. Wait, hit. Did I hit it while my party member was like walking backwards? That's why.
Alright, what's next?
Whatever's fine. Okay, let's go here first, I guess. Right is to... Okay. Left? Okay, I see. Nope. I want to get to the door though. Okay, let's get to the chest first. Kaiser Knuckle, that's not... Bring to me the girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. Only then should the door open. Is that Julia? Okay, let's do craft and yep. Nice. Craft quick draw, was it? Yep. Ooh. They vanish. Oh, why did they vanish? Okay, feather bush. Let's see, huh? Nice. Okay. Let's see the door first. Which door they are? Is it a star? Yep. Unlock the star door. Let's go. Sweet. Restore. Alright. What is it? Analyst? Well, I guess it's like the mind control. No, the fiend thing again. It's another grimoire, not the real thing. It's like she's completely lifeless. Well, at least that means we don't need to hold back to avoid hurting her. Let's do this. Alright, actually, it's possible that we might get analysts as well. I don't know what consists of like party members that we can get and might not. Oh, did she just use her? No, is that her out? I don't really remember. I didn't use analysts. Let's do Supreme Dual Strike. Okay. Let's get rid of the werewolf first. Then more Sacred Breath. Okay, what the hell was that? Oh, there's a buff. I see. Interesting. Quick draw. Nice. With arrow. Again. Ow, ow, ow. Hello, RB. Whoa! What the hell was that? Let's see. Hi, hi, hi. How are you? Did you drop by just to throw some stuff? That's painful. Joshua? Okay, that's fine. Change to that. Again. Ooh. There's a lot of Sepith. Does that mean I drop my Sepith? Okay. Oh, nice.
Not bad.
Oh, it doesn't. It's not enough to level. Unfortunate. Almost though. Almost. Oliver. All of them are like 500, 200, 100 EXP away. Nice. Yay! A sealing stone. I believe this would be an analyst sealing stone. Receive sealing stone. Whew. That wraps that up. Sure does. Probably no prize for guessing who's in this sealing stone either. Let's head back to base and let her out. Right. Wait, are we? Oh, okay. Yes. Alright, let's head back to base. Base area. Hermit's Garden. Eee. Two. Unleash the sealing stone. Oh, wait. Reese is not around. I see. I guess, yeah, maybe this chapter and after might be where we like kind of find out about Joshua's true or backstory or more to the truth towards whatever it is. Staying Crocs Forest. It's another place where there's no minimap. That's the only thing I can think of, man. So I guess this analyst, then the lens one. The lens guy and Estelle? Huh? Is she sleeping? Cuteness is justice. Fortune favors the cute. Keep your friends close and your plushies closer. Smart words from smart people. I don't think anyone else in history has ever said any of those things, especially that last bit. She seems so happy though. Yeah, I'm not sure I can bring myself to wake her up. In that case, I have a plan of my own. I shall sleep alongside her, and together we shall reach the Pole's gate of Elysium and cross into the paradise within. If you are up for a nap, that can be arranged. I have a few tricks that could knock you out in no time. I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. Hey, you try it? Seems like she's finally woken up. Huh? It's good to see you again, Annalise. Good morning. Have a nice dream. Sure sounded like you were. Hita, Joshua, and Chloe are going to be the pride of my collection. But Julia and that girl over there are pretty cute too. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, but Zin's like a big fluffy bear, so he's actually kinda nice. And Kevin's hair kinda reminds me of a sea urchin. And that's not so bad either. Really? That's not so bad? Really? A sea urchin? I don't know who bought me all these new plushies, but they are the best. She thinks we are all life-size stuffed toys. Man, how drowsy do you have to be? And she said it out loud to everyone too. Ah, There was me thinking I gotten a bunch of amazing new plushies to add to my collection. Way to crush the girl's dream, guys. Well, sorry for being a human being. Can't believe that's your first reaction to everything you have just been told. Sorry, I'll hop into serious mode now. I'm still having a heck of a time processing the situation, but I do know you are not lying. Besides, the proof that this is all real is right in front of my eyes. Only the real Tita can be that irresistibly cute. Well, just as long as you get it. So, what are you going to do? Would you be up for helping us investigate? Put me in, coach. I wouldn't be much of a bracer if I wasn't willing to do anything in the face of crisis like this. Especially if it's true something happened in Le Loche. There might be other bracers there who have ended up in the same situation as me, and no way I'm turning my back on them. That's certainly a possibility. Other bracers? Really? That's a good point. We know quite a few of them too. Well, we have overcome one ordeal, but that still means we have 2 left on our plates. And you know the drill. Now that we have done the first, let's go back to the 4th plane and see what's changed. Right. Let the fun begin anew. Right. Okay, let's see. I guess we can bring Annalise along. I don't think we need... Do we need Chloe? I wonder. No, I think for now we can don't bring Chloe. Okay. Cause Joshua, not Joshua, Kevin's heal is enough for now. Okay, so let's go. I want to see them talk. No one's here. Anyone's here? No one's here. Where did they all go? Go. Where did they all go? Are they chilling somewhere else? Where the hell is this? Oh. Fairies. Cheer up, okay? I can't pretend to know exactly what you're angry about, but I'm sure Kevin really cares about you even if he doesn't always show it. Aww. Hey, you! You don't know she's really mad, right? I don't know what you did to make her that way, but you better think about apologizing. I would if she even give me the chance. That's cute. That's like all the girl gang over there trying to cheer her up. The guild has facilities in both Cowboy and Aravonia, and yet it's Le Loche that's been recreated here. There's got to be some kind of meaning to that choice. Could the Lord of Phantasma be intentionally recreating places that we are connected to our group in some way? Yeah, I guess so. I certainly wasn't expecting Annalise to have been drawn in here too. We should keep up with our investigation as quickly as we can. If you need anything from me, let me know. I'm always happy to lend a hand. It's clear from everything they have said and done so far that our foes have thoroughly researched all of us. And yet recreating a place from outside Libro was certainly not something I expected them to do. Just who is the Lord of Phantasma anyway? I really wonder if all of them are like... I don't know. Olivia, I need to talk to you later. Oh my. Whatever for? Have you finally decided you cannot contain your burning passion for me locked within that rugged heart of yours a moment longer? No, idiot. I just need to check up on how you are doing. As well as how you were doing before we were drawn in here. Alright, let's go to Le Loche Lodge again. Then from there, I think from there is the easiest to actually exit to the other locations we need to go. The Sinks Crops Forest now. Let's go. I'm like so used to it. Like now I'm just holding what's this button again? L2, R2 constantly, even when I'm in cutscenes subconsciously, and it kind of speeds things up. Oh wow! Look at how pretty the trees are. They were still green when Estelle and I were here. It's like a whole different forest now. It certainly is pretty, but don't you think it's odd? The leaves of coniferous trees don't usually turn orange like this, do they? Most don't, but there are some varieties that lose their leaf in the fall for sure. Can't remember their names. Can't remember their names though. Reese would know better than me, but well, I see. Don't mind me then. Actually, wait. The trees near the lodge are the same variety as these, aren't they? Those were still green too. Yeah, so your first guess might have been wrong, but there's definitely something off here. We better be careful. Alright. Okay, do I have? Nice! I have the power of the minimap! That's what matters, man. Okay, we have 2 different locations we can go. So the question now is, do I actually want to go into... Do I actually want to go straight down first, or... Oh. Leland pass. Let's go towards the other side first, I guess. Ah! What is this? Hippo. Blue Moomer. Pink Moomer. Okay, that's cute.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, we leveled. Nice. Yeah, there's definitely chests around here. Wait a minute. Okay. We're rat. Where the rat has gone. Okay, actually, now that I think about it, the next stone I find, I actually need to spend some money to buy revives. I'm worth a hell lot of steppy than the lousy trinket you just took. Okay, this way down. Treasure chest, Calvary Rose. For Julia and Chloe, I assume. Anyway, let's go down first, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember which way leads to what. Oh wait. Okay, let's U-turn first. I think I know where the other way leads to already. So we should go there first, since it leads to a dead end. So I think there's a like treasure chest over there. So we should head over there first, so that I don't have to backtrack again later on. Ah! Nice. The plus 10 makes the damage so much more painful. Need to go down. Let's ran into the thing. Wait, how am I supposed to... Oh. This is the dead end? Yes. Bring to me the girl who shines like the sun, and maybe the boy who cherishes the light be at her side. Only then shall the door open. This is Estelle's and Joshua's gate, right? I assume. Is a moon door? Yep, okay. Actually, now that I think about it, who was it? The Agate is not... We haven't unlocked Agate yet, so... Okay, let's see. Okay, let's... Ah! I keep running into them! Come on! Oh my god, crit! Oddly enough, it's not a very high crit though. I don't know how the damage works sometimes. Stay away! Please don't come any closer. Oh, it's that guy again. That sounds like... Yeah, it does. Oh my god. Gilbert. I didn't mean any harm, I swear. I'll never do anything like that ever again. Like that ever again. So please spare my pitiful life. The goddess just loves bringing us together, huh? I'm safe. My saviors, please save me. Do we even have a choice? I don't want his death on my conscience any more than you do. So, no. Not really. Oh, I don't even need to actually. Okay, let's do craft and quick draw. I think at least for this, the damage would be substantial enough to help me, or help most of my members to one-hit kill them. That was terrifying. Aren't you supposed to be part of Ouroboros? How do you keep getting yourself into these messes? You are so rude. I didn't end up in this situation because of my own error. It was the result of a tragic tale. Anyone who heard it would be so moved to tears. I think there's a more pressing issue here, to be honest. How did you even get ahead of us? That's a good question. Did you get through the second and third plane warp circles before us somehow? Heh. After parting ways with you at the castle, I found myself surrounded by armored knights. Naturally, I fought back with all the skill and grace I'm known for, but during the fight, I was engulfed in some kind of strange vortex. Next thing I knew, I was in front of a building near a cliff. What a miracle. Clearly, I have been chosen by Ideals herself to be the hero of a new story. Delusional, this guy. Kevin, you think? Yeah, sounds like he just ended up getting drawn into one of those vortexes that pop up in battle every so often and makes things vanish. Damn though, ending up all the way here on 4th plane just because of that is some luck. Seriously? Lost for words, I see. Not that I can blame you for being in awe of my good fortune. Oh, we are in awe, right? Anyway, you said you ended up in front of the lodge, so how do you end up all the way out here? Did you decide to start looking around? Well, and this time you are the one with the good question. You were saying things like, I didn't mean any harm and I will never do anything like that ever again. Earlier, what was that about? Whatever do you mean? I have absolutely no idea. He's starving, is it? Will one of you say something? That was merely the result of me being so relieved to finally be out of mortal danger. I think I know what happened now. You were so hungry that you went and tried to grab those beastmen's food, huh? Well, you have no reason to feel ashamed, my man. Everyone needs food in order to live. You want a cookie? I've got a few of them on me to snack on as it is. Gilbert, do you want to come back to our base with us? That might be an idea. We've got plenty of food and water back there. Save your pity. I was able to steal at least a month's worth of food from them already. I'm not going to need any more for quite a while. Heh, and it's all mine, and mine only. I won't give any of you so much as a crumb. So long, losers. This guy. He's incapable of listening, isn't he? Is he planning on staying here for over a month? Who knows, but all we can do is leave him to his own devices for now if he doesn't want our help. I wouldn't be surprised if he changed his mind. That does sound likely. We'll just have to be ready to give him a warm welcome when he does then. Bruh, this guy. Gilberto. I wonder will he be a prominent character in the upcoming games as well. Yeah, I'm more interested in seeing whether he will turn for the better, or will he still be one of the Ouroboros goons like the typical Team Rocket, you know? Okay. Let's see, huh? I guess we can try to finish this chapter and we end off for the day. And that kind of works, right? Kidney daggers. Interesting. There's no bow, right? Yeah. There's no sword. Stinger M. Oh, Stinger M is an upgrade. Oh, wait. Oh, who again? The Josette and the Who share upgrades, I see. Josette and Olivia share an upgrade, I see. My brain. Loading. Slow loading. Oh. Is that the spear guy, I assume? Oh, it's Scara. Hey, Scara. Darling Scara. Scara? So, she's our lady this time, huh? Makes sense that we find nothing but braces on one of their training grounds. We'll have to defeat her so we can get her Sealing Stone. Here's hoping we can have the real thing by our side. Exactly. Go! Okay, let's see, huh? Mortal Punishment, nah. Break. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just do Phantom Red then. Nice. Nope. Whirlwind Dance is good though, considering that. Okay, let's. Quick draw. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, we can do 5. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Nice. See ya. Sacrifice, no. Okay, 1 down. Craft. Cross Reach. Oh, it evolved to Sacred Breath too. Nice. No. Normal attack is fine. Oliver too. Nice. Sweet. Supreme Flicker. Wow. Wow. The Sepim just went from so long. Nice. We getting nice stuff. Sealing Stone, sweet. I guess time to go back to the base again. Nice. Now we should be able to set Scara free too. I can hardly wait to feel her in my arms again at long last. To the garden, my friends! I can hardly wait to see her again. I'm sure she's going to be a big help to us. Alright. Wait, do they have any treasure chests around? Come. Treasure chest. Free loot. Nope. Never mind. Yeah, let's go back. I guess Scara is the loot we get. And seal the Sealing Stone. Right, let me off my aircon as well. I think by the time we finish might be around 1 AM. Just nice, I guess, but surprisingly 2 chapters for 1 AM? No, 2 chapters within 1 stream. That's nice. Alright, what's the next area? Grimcell Fortress. Oh, that's the castle, right? Was it? I think so. Huh? That's not Scara, is it? Is it not? It is? Huh? Oh! What? Oh my. My goodness. She cut her hair, huh? Yep, about a month or so ago. She got herself some new duds to match too. This isn't like me at all. I haven't had anywhere near enough to drink to start feeling this out of whack. No, there's no stopping me now. Paul and me and Anna, tonight we are going to settle this once and for... Nice to see you, Scara. Joshua? How long have you been back for? What happened to Estelle? And is it just me, or did you put some muscle while you were away? You look stronger. Thanks, I'm happy to hear that. Be as it may, I can't believe you still haven't commented on my presence. How could you disregard your dear Olivier Landheim, your loyal servant, and the man who forever holds the key to your heart? Olivier? Wait. You're not the only familiar faces here. This whole place is kind of bizarre too. Can someone explain what's going on here? We will. So calm down, okay? I can hardly blame you for being surprised. Yeah, your reactions par for the course for this place. Oh, there's like some good reactions, man. Okay, I think I get what's going on now. Still, under ordinary circumstances, I have a pretty hard time believing all of what you said it was even possible. It's easier to chalk this up as an alcohol-induced dream or another of Lucy's illusions. No doubt. Oh, woe is me. How could you look upon my fair countenance and beautiful locks and not believe that I am the one and only true Olivier? I said under ordinary circumstances, Olivier. There's no need for the dramatics. First, what would be the point of showing me an illusion this bizarre to begin with? As for the dream explanation, there's a bit too much internal consistency here for me to lean on that theory. True enough. Thanks for believing us. So I take it you'll be up for helping us then? We could sure use you. I'd be happy to. When I think about how Estelle most likely could be dragged into this place too, how could I think to say no? I wouldn't be a good big sister if I didn't look out for my little sis now, would I? Thanks, Kara. You are a true model of a woman. Cheers, we appreciate it. Anyway, we have given you a rough outline of the situation we are in. Currently, we are in the middle of exploring what's apparently called the 4th plane, so that's where we'll be resuming from. Alright, I've used the facilities in Le Locher before as a trainee back in the day. Since you have found both me and Annalise there so far, perhaps the other ceiling stones you'll find there will contain people who trained here before too. Sounds plausible enough? That means the chance we'll find Estelle there is high. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll find Kurt, Grant, or Kana? It's not impossible. They have certainly been to Le Locher, but they went more as instructors. I don't think they have ever been purely as trainees the way you, Estelle, and I have. Oh, right. Hey, Skara? Do you know if Agate has ever trained there before? Now that you mention it, yes, he has. Cassius supposedly tricked him into going and he was not a fan of the experience. That was about 4 years ago, I think. Oh, so that means both him and Estelle might be trapped there. It's possible, yeah? They are both fine, I'm certain of it. At any rate, we now have only one of the 3 audios remaining. Indeed. So, we'll find who else is trapped inside the training ground soon enough, and then all that remains is for us to rescue them. Yep, so as soon as we are ready, let's move. Let's go. Let's replace Olivier with Skara. Yeah, let's go. You know, with how fast I'm going to, with this thing, I feel it kind of feels like I'm speedrunning it even though I'm just playing it normally. Let's go to whatever castle that a Grimsel Fortress, yes. But I guess chapter 3 was surprisingly short. I thought it would have been longer, maybe that's why. Now this is a fancy looking trading facility. It's crazy complicated inside too. Estelle and I had a blast trying to get through it when we were here. Especially the rooms where it's pitch black. Those were just awesome. Not. I remember having my fair share of trouble with those too. Can't wait to see what kind of traps we bump into inside then. Anyway, as far as I can tell, this should be our final audio on this plane. Let's get this done. Right. Okay, let's see if there's anything we can unlock here. I guess not. Let's go. Hopefully, please minimap. No, there's no minimap. Break. Ooh, epic music, bro. I guess we need to get parts. Up. Okay. What are you? Okay, wait. I need to push
Oh, are we done already?
all of them in front of it. The tactics are every time. I need to push. Okay, I need to push this. One in front, one in front. I think he can go behind. Yep, that's fine. Terra range is decent anyway, so. Oh, I guess we need to grab something else to unlock. Where? This is truly one big round. Okay, nice. I don't think we have... This BGM is new, I think. I don't think I've heard this before. Nice, nice. Oh! I didn't even realize that. Okay, let's fight this. I need to get some EXP to see if it's needed. It's okay. I can skip. I can probably skip the fights if I don't want to.
Seems you came.
Okay, this is not. This is not. Okay. Open. Is this the ID card we need to open the gate? Probably, right? Yeah, Scara? Is it just me or this place layout way different from the real version? You thought the same too, huh? Completely different? How? The placement of the rooms and the corridors, everything. I suppose it's possible that it was remodeled after analysts used it. Well, the Silks area layout was completely different from the real ones too. It wouldn't be the first time this has happened. Probably something our foes did intentionally too. Exactly. We'll have to be very careful. There's nothing, right? Yeah. What is this? Oh. What the hell? Okay. Then why would I want to turn it off then? Nice. Juggernaut. Ooh, even better weapon. What is this? Bird monster? Birdman! Nice. Birdman! Birdman sounds like a tokusatsu hero man. I think cause of Jetman and everything. Nice. This is like kind of simpler. Okay. What will I be doing here though? Should I be going down instead? No. I guess there might be something there. Oh, treasure chest, I see.
Oh yeah!
Okay. I guess. Oh. God? You can block? Has he ever blocked before? Maybe I missed the mechanic or something. I feel like I've never seen it before. Or maybe I've just missed it out when cause I 2 times too much, you know. How am I supposed to get this? Maybe from the other side, I guess. Okay, let's keep this green then. So when I go from the other side, I will be able to access it. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay. Ah shit, it's interchangeable within the whole room. So, okay, that's not too great. But oh well. Okay. Wait. What do I need here? I need red. Okay, let's go towards the green one first, I guess. Oh god, what is all this? ID card too? Okay, nice. Oh. Oh. Bruh. Bruh. You just made me win one whole round. Okay, game has truly outplayed me, man. Right. Yeah. Oh, but actually makes sense. I can't wait a minute. Shucks. Okay, I know why now. I need to access this. Then you go back. That. Where is it? Yeah, turn this to red. Then go back. Wow. Okay, nice. We got ID card, so we now can open the door. Oh, I forget the door. Never mind lah. It's fine. Okay. Puzzles, man. Puzzles. Oh my god. What the hell? Well, this is no orbital energy flowing to it. I guess that's fine. Here? Night goggles? Okay. I guess this portion stays kind of the same. I think I don't need. I need a night goggles though. I can't see without night goggles. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, that was straightforward, I guess. Okay, let's just see whether the next few rooms I need the night goggles on. Hopefully not. Ah, I do need it. Oh, here's a huge room. Okay, I just went one round. I see. Wait, where is this? Oh. Oh, I thought I went one round back to the same area again. That's not. Okay, nice. Okay, let's go. Okay, oh wait. Oh, that's fast. I thought I would need ID card. What is that? Oh, damage, was it? That's cool though. I guess this is like one of the new mechanics they managed to implement to this game. Because I think previously this wasn't something that's in the game at all. Yeah, that's I think just prevent confuse is fine. What the? Standing under it hurts too. I guess that makes sense considering it's still smooth. Whatever. Can just rush through. Okay, nice. Save. Alright, let's see who we get. This is where Kurt was though, so I'm not surprised if it's Kurt. Oh, Agate. Agate. Crap, we are up against Agate this time. Well, this looks like it's going to be a fight to remember. This fight isn't gonna be the easiest, but it's not anything we can't handle. Let's do this, guys. Right. Let's go! Let's just target one first, but anyway, whirlwind. Oh my god. Did my... Oh, my game crashed! Oh my god, I didn't save. No, I didn't save. How far back was I? That's okay. Check autosave. Wait. How to check autosave? Load? Is that autosave? Eh? Wait, I'm right in front of the load, then flip to page 0. Oh. Oh, I see. Wait, but this looks like... Never mind, let me load this first. Yes? Did I really save here? That one in beige color is the latest autosave. I see, yeah. But what about this? Eh? I'm still back at here. I don't remember saving just now though. Oh, thank god that... Either way, thank god there's autosave and everything as well. Oh, this was my first crash Then you just have to compare the timestamp. I see. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't realize there was autosave in this game. Wow, but thank god there's autosave, and thank god I somehow saved right in front of the stone. I don't remember saving though, to be honest, but I guess... Yeah. It works out, and yeah. But thank god I don't have to autoplay from where I left off. I think where I left off was at the forest side. So, that's like a time save. Okay, let's just get straight to the fight instead. Let's go! Yeah! Yay for autosave, yay for I don't know. I feel like I didn't save, but somehow I saved. So yay for that too! Whip of love, man, I swear. Scara. I can't believe that's actually a buff. Ooh, that's such a nice effect though. Okay, let's see. Evil Eye? No, it doesn't do attack. Supreme Flicker? No, I can't target 3 at one shot. Maybe I can try this. 20% chance, huh? Nope. Sword Beam Slash. Okay, I guess Supreme Dual Strike is the way to go.
Let's end this.
Boom! I love it. What is this? Oh, okay. Whirlwind Slash! Okay, it doesn't. Okay, let's do this. Wow, not a lot of damage though. Okay, let's down this. Yes, how much health? Yeah, let's down this. Oh, why did it wait? Huh, never mind. Oh, the monster is so big that it blocked Analyst. Something is fine though. Odd. Okay, never mind.
Not done yet.
I guess, yeah, the crash is a rare occasion kind of thing, because I've played like so many streams of this, and like it's been 3 games. This is the first crash I ever experienced. So at least I know I gotta somehow prepare for that as well. gave me a mini heart attack there. Yes, we've obtained our final sealing stone for the area. So I assume we'll have a cutscene with all the bad guys, the Phantasma guys. Oh, well, that's that. For the love of ideals though, he's a damn tank. He certainly is, though I wouldn't expect any left. Still, now we should be able to have him fighting on our side. Hehe, I'm sure Tita will be stoked to hear about this. Let's go back and tell her. Really? That's it? Ooh. Food is the basis of all. Man can only tread the right path with food in his stomach. Only when you have committed 20 kinds of food to memory shall this door open. Oh my god, this will be... Do I have 20 types of food in the first place? Okay, I think I might have 20 types of food. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe not 20 types, but close enough. So, let's go back to the base area. Unleash Sealing Stone. The group is getting bigger and bigger every time, man. Dun. Time to summon. This is truly the top tier gacha when you summon 5-star every single time. Ooh, what happened? What? What's going on there? Yay! Looks like you got your wish. You wouldn't find hair that red on anyone else. The hell's going on? Hey, Dan! What just happened? Huh? Agate? What are you doing here, Tita? I thought you were busy fixing up dinner. Wait a sec. Where is Dan anyway? I thought I just got off the airliner and bumped into him. But now you are here, and he's not? What's going on here? Hey, hurry up and fill me in. I'm so happy you are okay. I'm so happy. Of course I'm okay. We only just saw each other. Since short stuff here started turning on the waterworks. You up for filling me in on what's going on instead, Joshua? Wait, hold up. I didn't even know you were back in Liberal. And why is the priest here? It's a long story. A really long story. Just in case you hadn't noticed, the rest of us are here too, you know. Good to see you again, my friend. It certainly is. I still wish we could trade places though. What I wouldn't give for Tita to be all over me like that. He's truly the most fortunate man on the continent. Will you shut your traps? There's some really big misunderstanding going on here and I don't like it one bit. I'm sorry, Agate. I was just so happy that I couldn't help myself. Now, all we need to do is save Estelle and the whole group's back together again. Huh? Estelle? Seriously? How many damn times do I gotta ask before one of you cough up an explanation? This isn't another one of Erika's murderous traps, is it? She must really have it in for you if that's your first guess. It sounds like quite a lot happened since your parents came back, Tita. You could say that. Oh my god, she's so cute. Alright, got it. I'll be honest, this whole thing still doesn't feel quite real, but I can't see anything you say changing that. So I'm in, let's get to work. What? That was quick. You sure you don't want to ask anything? We'll try and answer as best as we can if you got any burning questions to ask. Nah, I've got a good idea of what the situation is from your last explanation. As for the rest, I figure it's easier to just see things for myself. Anything I need after that, I'll ask someone. Besides, it just doesn't feel right having all these people gathered and no Estelle. So let's go find her and put that right, okay? Okay. Thanks for helping us out. What are you thanking me for? Looking after younger Bracer is part of the job. That goes for you too. How's it been for you these days anyway? Feel like you have gotten any stronger through the journey of yours? I'd like to think so. If you ask me, Estelle changed more than I have though. She's shaped up to be a real reliable Bracer these days. Whatever guild we go to, they seem to end up needing her for this and that. No shit. Taking after her old man, huh? Still, I'm amazed how quickly you accepted that this was reality and not a dream of illusion of some kind. Do you not consider those possibilities? Well, sure, but... I think I have our answer. The warmth of Tita's embrace coupled with a unique juvenile scent were just too real to leave room for doubt in his heart. Why does he have to make things sound so creepy, bro? What the hell? Not to worry, I understand completely. What? I see. I kinda get what he means. Whoa there, you guys ain't buying his stock, are you? Now, there's no need to get so flustered or try to deny it. No one's judging you here. Couples come in all shapes and sizes. Your age gap is just a little bigger than the average ones, that all. Bruh, you guys can't be encouraging underage relationship. In fact, the age gap, what makes it all so cute? Oh my god, seriously? You guys are so close, and yet that what separate you just enough to make your relationship that much more sweet yet thrilling to watch unfold. When you put it like that, yeah, I can see that appeal. So, show of hands, which of you assholes wants my sword in their face first? You wouldn't think we were in a perilous situation looking at them, would you? This is just our way, really. Forget it. Can we just get to work? Actually, wait. Didn't you say you have another companion? The sister. Where did she go anyway? Oh, sorry. She's over in the library area at the moment, but she's not part of the group right now. Her name's Reese, right? I stopped to talk to her a while ago and couldn't believe how adorable she was. I wish we could have talked more. I stayed and spoke with her for a short while too. She has a unique aura about her. She didn't seem very cheerful though, so it was mostly me doing the talking. Kevin, are you sure you don't want to go and sit with her for a while? I can handle leading a group if you want. Thanks for the offer, Joshua, but that's probably not the best idea. I seem to be the best at handling the cube for one thing. Then there's a pretty good chance we'll run into more devils, and then you're gonna want my help. So I think I'm better staying in the field. Still, it's alright. She'll cheer up on her own eventually. She's not a kid anymore. Anyway, I think we better get going. It's not like we have all the time in the world. Well, if you are sure, in that case, maybe I should stay behind and gently pry open the door to her heart. I'm sure my lute will be the perfect tool for the job. This guy, just stop. You're never going to grow up, are you? Oliver. Right.
Leave it to me.
Let's just take the two latest character we have every time, I guess, for now. Since it's not really how to say? Urgent? Or any do I have any need to take a specific team comp at the moment anyway? Kevin for now feels just right as a healer. Is he really just playing his lute? The sun shines. Bro, he's really just singing. Reach you. I don't know how the song goes though. I believe in like the Japanese version, they do have Oliver singing cause it's voice acted, so yeah. Unfortunately English, no, I don't know how's the tune like. I can't believe he was actually serious. I finally managed to get into a grouse treater. I went through all that training. I was finally promoted to a squire, but after all that, there's a vocal version of that song with lyrics. Yeah, I know there's like a Japanese one at the very least. But the singer is female. Oh really? That's unexpected. I thought it would be Olivia's voice actor singing. Reese seems to have cheered up somehow. I'm glad I decided to come over to talk to her. Honestly, he does actually look cool playing the lute in the outfit. Maybe he really is a prince. Shockingly, that is the one thing about him that actually holds water. Oh, you can hear his lute playing the moment you enter the building. I kind of didn't realize that. Tita, I'm so glad you're okay, Eggert. I was really already worried about whether you were drawn here, but not knowing if you were okay was... Okay, I get it. Stop hugging me. Besides, never mind me. You haven't been getting yourself hurt while I was away, have you? No, I'm okay. I had lots of people looking out for me. Really? Well, that's good. Now all that's left is to save the other guys who ended up trapped in the stones and get the hell out of this weird place. On that note, what say we get going? I don't feel like I'm really gonna get what's going on unless I see it all for myself. So let's hop on to it. Damn, someone's motivated. The fiends encountered here so far has been fierce enough. The further we descend through the plains of this place though, the more dangerous they are likely to become. We're gonna have to keep our guard up. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't really bring Zin to the fights before, so yeah. Somehow having this conversation doesn't work up as well. We have every reason to believe that we go to blah blah blah. Whether there is somewhere in Le Rocher or the next plane, I don't know. But we need to find them. So let's keep going together. Yes. Oh. Thank you for the raid, Ryo Kisa. Hello. Welcome raiders. Welcome Sakura Bleeze. Let me give you a shout out. How are you? How did your stream went? Oh, you're playing Overcooked too. Nice. You're playing with others? Was it fun? Long stream? yeah. I mean, if that's the case, hope you have a good rest afterwards. Yes, nice. That's good. Chaotic. Yeah, these kind of games are always chaotic, man. But I think that's part of the charm and fun for this type of games. Yeah, that's good that you enjoy it too. But yeah, I'm currently playing Trials in the Sky. It's a jrpg. I'm like in the third series of the game. So yeah, it's called Trials in the Sky, the third. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy whatever is going on here. Cosplay making. Oh, when are you going to plan to cosplay? Either upcoming A-File or something. Karaoke Art over 2 collab. Oh yeah, that sounds like a long day, man. yeah. Hope you have a good rest after this. Shoot this weekend. Oh, nice. Hope is the cosplay done already, or you still have some more touch up to actually do before you can do your shoot this weekend? All the best though. Hope you have fun for the cosplay shootings. We'll send previews on my Insta. Oh, nice. I'll take a look. When you upload it eventually. It's kind of done. Sweet. Look forward to see how it ends up then. No problem. Thank you for raiding and bringing all your viewers over. Appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys need to go get some rest, go ahead. We have now conquered all 3 audios in this garden master's mansion. I presume that means our next destination must be the 5th plane. I wonder what kind of place will that be. Okay, so at the moment we are like in our home base for this area of the game. So that's what and we are going back to what they call it, the 4th plane, which is like the 4th area of our exploration, and it seems like we still have 3 more to go. 1, 2, 3. All these circles, I think, are the planes we have to go to. I don't know if this one is considered a plane or not, but other than that, yeah, that's how we are progressing at the moment. Progressing quite decently. I think we are at chapter 4. Managed to go through 2 at 3 and 4 as well. So yeah, we'll just slowly continue on for a bit until at least finishing this chapter, I hope. Yeah, this is a very long game, man. Like, thank you. I'll slowly go through all the stories. Alright, let's go back to Le Loche. Yeah, I mean it's long for it is definitely very long for plot. Cause it's like this is like a very huge series, overarching series. So this is the 3rd game. There's like technically if you are not counting just the trilogy of Trials in the Sky, there's like another 6 or 7 more games to go. That's why it's very long. Hold on. That light wasn't on when we were here last time. It's dark outside now too. Yeah, it's night here now. Just like how the time of day changed on the 2nd plane. And I wager the time of the day isn't the only thing that's changed here. Let's see if we can find anything else. Got it. Okay. I guess we will have to... Maybe... How about the phone? No. Maybe... Will there be anything we new? I guess not. Ah. No new chests then. Okay, let's get out. Okay. Look over there. Over where? That must be the warp to the next plane. Still, it's hard to believe that this is the same spot where we saw that beautiful scenery earlier. That's pretty covering finally off to show us what's underneath, huh? Oh, the pretty covering. But Scara was still inside the ceiling stone though when we saw the quote-unquote pretty area. If nothing else, you're not ever gonna be bored around here. You think we should proceed onward? I'd say so. We might as well at least get a look at what we are going to be facing on the next. Oh, a boss. But not before we deal with this first. I guess this is one of the Testament's devils as well. Whoa, this is huge. He has a very angry face too. His face is like... What? It's another one of the 77 devils. The other gatekeeper of Gehenna, feared for its dark incantation and frightful magic, Astarte of the Abyss. Are you going to cast something before you even start the fight? What? Is this Wise Man Evil Eye? It's gotta be from the curse that was based on a far more powerful version that binds space itself. Damn it, I can't move a muscle. Ooh. If we can't break out of this, we are finished. Don't think I've got a choice there. Begone, foul, blasphemous beast. Is it Reese? Is it Reese? I mean. Oh, it is. She got her Zabimaru. Reese? Thank goodness. I was worried I might not make it in time. Leave the devil to me. I'll take care of it in no time. Whoa, is she going to solo? OP! She wasn't that strong when I was playing her though. Not bad. She's not letting the Grouse Return name down, that's for sure. Don't push your luck, Reese. You know as well as I do that's not an opponent you can take out on your own. I know, but I'm a squire of the Grouse Streeter. I have to at least try. I've got a lot of things that I want to say to you. But right now, what I want to do the most of all is to protect you. Just like you and Rufina protected me. Ooh. Oh, did she manage to... Oh. Teleported. No. Ah! Riz! Oh. No! Is he able to? Ah! Keep going Super Saiyan. Kevin? Kevin can now use the S-Craft, Spear of Loa. Spear of Loa was set as Kevin S-Break. Oh, is that his Stigma thing? I sure wasn't expecting to end up having to use this in here. This is just a formality for a worthless devil like you, but I hereby acknowledge you as a heretic to be haunted. Your chances to repent or beg for the goddess' forgiveness have long passed. May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with sorrow. Become dust and vanish into the void of ignorance. What the hell? Oh, Exiler. Exile soul draws near from existence. I see. Can I wonder if I can just get rid of this. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wrong one. Oh! Okay. Oh, it becomes small. Okay, let's see. Craft. Need what? Secret breath? Oh, it's so small. I need to cure. Let's just cure ourselves first. No, Joshua can't do anything at the moment. I guess let's do S-Gate then. Hellgate. Craft. Let's see. Can I? No, I don't have. When is Agate coming back, I wonder? I think she has impede, yeah. I need this. No, it doesn't. Shit. Gonna use his out. Ooh, did he throw his... Ooh. He threw his X. Explode. Boom. Oh my god, that's painful. That's painful. Okay, let's actually heal first. Terra Bomb. That's cool. Better than nothing. Okay. Craft. Dual Strike. Okay, let me actually try Spear of Loa though.
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. May you be as dumb, ignorant and alone.
Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. Oh. I can see why it's AoE though. Whoa, that's so much damage. Oh my god. Is he done? Can't be so fast, right? Oh, he is done. If this looks familiar, it's because it's implied he used limited version of this to break the door on the airship in the prologue. Oh. Oh right, I think I kind of remember that. Ooh, that's cool. It's like, this is like the type of little tidbits that I won't pick up because I'm not very I'm not very sharp to notice all these small details. But that's cool to know though. Yeah, that's such a cool out though, and wow, the amount of sapif, I swear, they need to control a bit. My host is taking up the half of my screen already. Kevin? Kevin? He's not going to say anything? Ceiling store. Oh. Heh. Well, at least it gave us something to justify the trouble. Well done, Kevin Graham. Hoarse voice. So every time we'll see the boss one time, then see the sword shooter one time. You again. Hey, his whole PNG is on there, man. Your next destination is the Path of Peace. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. Heh, you didn't perform as well as I hoped, but my words still came true, did they not? Just who are you? I think it's about time you took that lame looking mask off and show us your face, don't you? If that is what you wish, I would be happy to oblige. But ask yourself this, is that truly what you desire? What? You have but to say the word, and the deed shall be done. Well, what's it to be? Do you wish to see my face? Kevin? That's enough, Lord of Phantasma. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lilith the Sukubai. Is it Sukubai? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. And yes, I'm playing Trials the Third at the moment. We are going through chapter 4, I think. I assume is towards the ending of chapter 4, because we are moving on to the 5th plane soon. So yeah, hope you enjoy whatever is going on here, and thanks for the follow. Stop trying to mess with Kevin's head with your cryptic nonsense. I am doing no such thing. If he doesn't understand my words, that is because he chooses not to by himself. Regardless, the time has come for the child of the sun to return to you. And with that, you will finally have sufficient pieces for me to prepare some more advanced game boards for you. Child of the sun? Is that Estelle? She's the child of the sun? No, not again. Your next destination is the Path of Dream Devils. Cross between the realm of shadow and light and gather the black and white pieces therein. Only upon the completion of your collection will your path to yet a new game board become clear. Kevin, I know you have got a lot you want to talk about, but let's save that until later, okay? But... oh, after all, it sounds like this contains the girl we have all been waiting for. Everything else can wait until after she's out of this stone. Thanks, Kevin. Damn right. Thank ideals, we have finally found her. Hey, we took 4 chapters to unlock Estelle. Estelle, you are the final SSR in the gacha pool, man. What if we get bamboozled and it's not Estelle at all? Yay! Here she comes. Here she comes. What just happened? Hey Estelle. Are you okay, Joshua? What was that light anyway? Huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised you are feeling kind of bewildered right now. Not every day you find yourself in a situation like this. You can say that again. I've missed you, Estelle. Same here. You guys miss me? I missed you. I'm feeling all emotional all of a sudden. There's so many faces I haven't seen in ages here. I'm not sure where to start, and a few who have done a total 180 since I last seen them too. I mean, wow, Olivia, you look all princely all of a sudden. And when did you cut your hair, Scara? And is that a new outfit? It's so daring. I've taken quite a liking to it myself. I have to say, I still prefer the old white coat. I feel much more at home in it than this. Everyone else is same old though. Well, sorry for not breaking the bank at some new getup for you to gawk at. These clothes are practically my work uniform at this point. It take a lot to get me to change them. Oh man, it's so good to see you again. You don't look like you have changed at all. You're still a total airhead from where I'm standing. Annalise, you're here too. And as for you, Josette, can you quit calling me a damn airhead? In case you were raised in a barn, that's not a very nice way to greet someone. What? I was only telling the truth. Sounds like you're always a huge pain in the butt for poor Joshua. Oh, okay, I'll give you sometimes, but always? Actually, you know what? Scratch that. It's none of your business. Wow, though. Even the captain and major are here. It's lovely to see you too, Estelle. It's been a while. It's been quite some time. Man, this is the best reunion party ever. Don't forget about me too. Kevin? I don't recognize the person with you though. Hi. Hello, I'm Rhys Argent, a squire of the Grouse Reater. Kevin told me quite a lot about you. He has, huh? It's nice to meet you. You really are a special girl, Estelle. Just having you here brightens up the room. You really think so? Hey, are you okay? You look a little pale. What? Ugh. Sorry, Rhys. Gonna have to take a rain check on our talk. Kevin handed the cube to Rhys. What are you? I'll leave things to you for a while. Keep moving on. Kevin? Kevin? Is this because of that thing he did? What thing? What's going on? Kevin, wake up, Kevin. I guess this is where we get the end of the chapter. Yeah, just as predicted. Dark stigma. I guess his stigma is not a great one, maybe? Or there's just a very strong backlash at that, that's why. But yeah, we are done with this chapter. And we are safe. We do the initial portion of the cutscene of chapter 5 first. Then after that I will finish up this stream for today, I guess. Is this another backstory from previously? Not previously, I mean for Rufina that time. Look at me, Kevin Graham. Instructor Cellnate. You look as though you haven't eaten in days. Although by the sounds of it, you really haven't. Nor have you even been drinking anything. I was saddened to hear the news about Rufina as well. But unfortunate accidents are a fact of life, especially in our line of work. It's the risk we all chose to shoulder when we depart on a mission. Kill me. Excuse me? I've got no reason to be a knight anymore. I've got no reason to even live anymore. And if someone has to kill me, I couldn't ask for anyone better than you. I doubt I even have the time to feel pain before you were done. So, if that is your wish, in what world do you think I would happily oblige such an asinine request? Do you remember what you said when you first become a squire here? You said you offer your soul to the goddess above and your body and blood to her church here on earth. After swearing that, you think you have the right to beg for death? Much less a painless one? Don't make me laugh. Still, I was reluctant to even relay this information for you. But after seeing how pathetic a state you are in, perhaps it won't be so difficult after all. Squire of the Grouse Reader, Kevin Graham. From this day on, you are to assume the position of 5th Dominion. Your appointment was decided by the Congregation of the Sacraments, and even His Holiness the Pope has given his approval. The job is yours. What? I imagine you must at least have heard rumors about that the position of 5th Dominion was vacant. Has been for several decades too. Congratulations! It turns out that position was meant for you. How the hell did that baby squire I once helped teach reach the same rank as me? I'm sure the 5th Merkaba will be pleased to finally see the light of day. Why? Oh, and incidentally, it's tradition to take on a title of your choosing after becoming a Dominion. You might want to start giving some thought to what you want sooner rather than later. As you already know, mine is Cornelia, simple a name as it is. I don't care about titles. I don't care about any of those things. Why? Why me? I couldn't even protect Rufina from... Why me? And to that I say, that is of no consequence here. What is of consequence is that Rufina Argent was a highly capable knight. She may not have manifested a stigma of her own, but her problem-solving abilities were at times greater than even a Dominion's. Her loss will be keenly felt, and it will be up to our new 5th Dominion to feel it. The words of His Eminence, the Cardinal. Yes, the Carnelia books that were collectible in Sky FC. That story is based off Ein. Oh right, yeah, the Carnelia books. Like, is it not the first game? I remember they were in the first game and they were like kind of missables as well. Then I think the second game you can kind of read everything at one shot for some reason. What was that the book I was thinking of? But yeah, I haven't really read that book though. Yeah, it's like interesting lore, I guess, if I'm interested to actually read something. Yeah? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I remember like having like a few missables of the Carnelia books on the first game, and I was like thinking, shit. I didn't manage to collect it. Then after halfway I was like, forget it, man. I will just continue playing and don't bother about all those anymore. If I actually get it, I get it. Oh, this is rich. This is just rich. Oh man, it's so funny, it hurts. I become a knight to protect Rufina, then I end up shooting to the top of the ranks over her dead body. Amazing, huh? Who could have seen that coming? I wish I could go back in time to tell myself when I signed up what was gonna happen just to see my own face. So, what will you do? I should make it clear that you do have the right to refuse your new appointment. Admittedly, no one in Grouse Reader 1000-year history has turned down a Dominion position, so doing so will be unprecedented, but still. Well, no shit. No, I humbly accept my new position. I'm ready to start work as soon as it's there for me. Hell, start piling it on me today, I'm up for it. Alright then, I'll see what I can do. Oh, and don't hold back on me either. Throw me the really hard stuff, the kind you need to be a masochist to want to take on. And that title thing, let's go with Heretic Hunter, okay? That sounds just perfect. Damn. That's an unfortunate turn of events for Kevin though. Labyrinth of shadows and light. Oh, that's what the Phantasma Lord said. I guess we will proceed without Kevin for now. Wow, so that's what happened. The more I hear, the more off the wall everything happening here sounds. I'm not surprised. We are making progress on working out what's going on, thankfully. We know the place we are in is called Phantasma and about how it has its own unique rule that governs it. We also know that all of us were chosen based on some criteria, then drawn into it. We still have plenty of questions that need answering, but they can largely be summed up by the following three. 1. Who are the Lord of Phantasma and Sword Streeter? 2. What is the cube and the identity of the ghost who appears to be connected to it? 3. What is Phantasma and how did it come to exist? That's a pretty succinct way of putting it. There are other questions, of course, but it's true that most of those generally fall under those three in some way. Why there are fiends roaming around comes under number 3, for example. Dividing everything up like that does make it all heck of a lot easier to understand, yeah? Oh, but wait, where does Kevin falling unconscious come into all of this? You made it sound like the cause of that was him fighting some giant devil. From what we can tell anyway, more specifically, the power he used to break the barrier surrounding us seemed to have been what did it. The one that made the red symbol show up on his back? I wonder what it was then. I haven't got any idea what it could have been either. It's possible that it may be some form of thaumaturgy passed down through the church, but I can hardly be sure. Joshua? Do you think you know what it could have been? I think I do. I can't be sure, but I think it was a stigma. Seriously? Isn't that the thing that appeared on your shoulder? Yeah, it was. What you saw was a physical manifestation of an image wise men had placed deep within my mind in order to control me. Kevin is likely the same, save the control factor. However, I have a feeling his is also significantly more powerful than mine was. Well spotted, Joshua. Reese? Say, how's Kevin doing? His condition seemed to have marginally improved, but what he did resulted in a heavy burden being placed on his mind. So, I think it would be best for him to rest for a while longer. That's a relief. Whew, he sure knows how to give people a fright. Do you mind if I get clarification on something, Reese? Was my theory correct? Yes, it was. He did indeed use the power of his stigma. However, the key difference between his and yours is that his is one of the original kind, on which yours likely was based on. A seal carved into a person's very soul, said to manifest only in the dominions of the Grouse Reader. What's a dominion? I've heard rumors of their existence personally. The Dominions are a group of 12 knights who lead the Grouse Reader. They are supposed to possess incredible power. That's also correct. Their stigmas are the source of that power. They allow the people who possess them to strengthen their body beyond what most people think humanly possible, as well as use high-level thaumaturgy far exceeding the capabilities of other knights. As I'm sure you have pieced together, Kevin is one of them, specifically the 5th Dominion. Are we even talking about the same Kevin who's been leading us around here? It sure doesn't feel like it. Sorry, but I'm a bit confused. Did Kevin have his stigma implanted within him like Joshua did? No. Ordinarily, stigmas aren't carved in that manner. They appear on their own without human intervention. There are 12 Dominions, and that number has always been consistent throughout history. There are times when spots are left unfilled because a stigma bearer has to fill them has yet to appear, but they are always out there, whether their stigma has manifested or not. That's so weird, don't you think? So does that mean the stigma Joshua had? Mine was only a replica of the real thing. Wise Man was originally a clergyman, so he probably had access to a way to make such a thing. Oh yeah, I forgot he said that. He used to be a bishop in the Congregation for the Sacraments, which is the organization that the Grouse Reader answered to. Even back in those days, he was in contact with Ouroboros and stealing numerous sacraments from the church. Things that were stolen included a vast amount of literature and research on the stigmas of the Dominions. We believe he then went on to use that material as a basis to realize his dream of creating some sort of superhuman over with the society. I thought so. Still, while I think I have a vague understanding of just what these stigmas are now, I'm still not clear how using that power led Kevin to collapse. Does that risk naturally come with the use of stigma's power, or is there something more to it? Well, I don't know exactly why, but Kevin very rarely uses the power of his stigma at all. I've heard that the only time he relies on it is when disposing of those he brand heretics. In other words, those whose sins are too great for them to ever be able to walk the path of righteousness ever again. Disposing of? That's so ominous. So, let me make sure I got this straight. He used a superpower he barely used out of nowhere, and that caused him to black out because his body wasn't ready for it. That's what I believe is likely the case. I see. I think I understand well enough now. Are you sure it's fine for you to be telling us this? Yes, I'm almost positive Kevin was planning on telling you himself before he fell unconscious. And I believe telling you all of this is necessary in order to ensure your cooperation in the rest of our investigation. Well, if you are sure... Wait, does that mean? If no one has any objections, I'd like to take Kevin's place and lead till he wakes up again. Is that alright, everyone? Is that alright with everyone? No problems here. Are you sure you don't want to stay here though? I would have thought you want to stay and look after him. Before he collapsed, Kevin entrusted me with the cube. As such, I believe this is my duty as a squire in his service. So please, don't worry about me. Right now, I'd much rather be helping all of you. Well, if you are sure, I personally see no reason to say no. The remaining members will be sure to look after Kevin. You won't have to worry about a thing, okay? Thank you. I appreciate that. What's wrong, Estelle? Well, so Reese, I've got a favor I want to ask if you don't mind. Would you mind if I came with you when you head out to explore? Is there any specific reasons? Estelle? Well, it's just, I've only just returned to the world of living, right? I feel like I want to go and see what's going on for myself. And I mean, I'm a bracer, so I doubt I'll get in your way or anything. So, would you mind? Not in the least. I'd love if you accompanied me. Hehe. Thanks. Sorry for up and deciding that on my own, Joshua. Sorry? For what? If that's what you want to do, then you won't hear any complaints from me. We'll be counting on you to do a good job backing Reese up. You know it. Alright, seems like... okay. Anyway, I think we can bring Joshua and one healer. So,
Together now.
back to our old solid... I wouldn't say it's solid lah. Old crew where I always bring Joshua, Estelle and some random person, which usually is arranged, but this time I can't bring because Reese is one of the core members I have to bring along. So yeah, let's keep it like that for now. And yeah, we have 4 members and we can save our save file, which is... oh, we are 14 hours in and we're already at chapter 5. That's very surprising, to be honest. I didn't expect to go this fast, but we do have all these doors we have to go through though. Yeah, there's so many doors to go through actually. That will be a long one. I think I'll just really unlock all the doors. Now I'll dedicate like one or two streams to finish everything out in one shot instead. And I haven't really figured out how am I supposed to open all these doors anyway. Like I think I tried going with the required characters before and it just didn't open for me, so yeah, I guess I'll take the time to figure things out for those. Now that you have Aga, yeah? Moon Door 1 has a part 2. Oh, really? Wait, does it say? Let me see. So I have to bring Agate and Tita. Oh yeah, but they did. I did remember them saying like the story itself saying something about part 1 of Tita's side story ended. Okay, I will do that as well when the time comes. But I think I'll just try to unlock all the question marks first. Not say question marks but all these blank parts first before I start doing all the doors. So yeah, we'll do 5th, 6th and 7th planes first, whichever, and finish. I guess we'll finish up all the way until maybe the last arc or something. Then we'll stop. I think cause by then we'll probably unlock all the necessary doors already, or all the doors there is to unlock. So yeah, I think I'll leave it until then, or maybe before the last boss fight or whatever. Then we just have 1 or 2 streams to solely focus on all the doors. So yeah, I think that's the way to do it for now. Or rather, that's the plan for now. If there's any changes, we'll just see as it goes. But yeah, I'll take note of it that there's a part 2. I need to remember to do a part 2 for Tita's door as well. But yes, other than that, let's actually look for someone to raid. But before that, let's do the usuals. This is the socials, this is the Discord. If you guys want Twitch notification, do follow my Twitter or join my Discord. YouTube, TikTok, I do upload edited Twitch clips onto them. And card is just the umbrella of everything I have. But yes. Good night, White Waffy. Thank you for dropping by and thank you for hanging around as always. And yeah, if you guys are interested in following through the raid, here's the raid and here's the sub-raid message. And we will raid in a bit while I actually look for someone to raid first. So yes. Okay, let's see who we can raid. Okay, I guess as always, let's just see who is playing Trials, I guess. Trails in the sky. Essie, Japanese. What is this? Oh, this is the first game. No. Okay lah, never mind. I don't know. Let me just read one of the VTubers I follow, I guess. Yeah. We'll be raiding Sherry's here. Okay. He's playing Monster Hunter at the moment, doing Fatalist, I guess. I think. Based on his title. But yeah, he is one of the people who joined us for Crab Game last Sunday. So yeah, if you guys are interested in some Monhan content, this is a Monhan World content, do feel free to follow through the raid. And yes, we'll be raiding in a bit. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We managed to progress quite a bit, which is nice. And hopefully we can progress more the next stream, which is like next Thursday or so. But other than that, I think I'll see whether I'll stream on tomorrow or not. If not, I'll be seeing you guys on Sunday as always for the usual Sunday games. Yes, other than that, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Have a good day, have a good rest wherever you guys are. Otsu, bye bye.